Hey everybody, I'm the Ranting Monkey, and with me as always is, oh shit, Scribe is not here. Some Dumb American is here, say hi.
Hi.
Mad Woman Muses has joined us, say hi. And tonight we are going to be talking about my latest video. Because, oh, I'm getting an echo from somebody here.
Yeah. Oh, hang on, wait a minute. No, it can't be me. I don't have
Or
it up.
I'm hearing, it's not an echo, maybe I'm just hearing some background noise there. Okay, there we go. Anyway, today we're going to talk about my latest video because it has pissed me off. It didn't really piss me off. It just the misunderstanding about what was said in there has irritated me a little bit. I didn't just watch the part of the video that you see. I watched the entire stream that Eli Bosnick had with Christy Winters and Steve Shives. And then I watched the entire video or stream he did with Bearing on the Patrick channel. My assessment of him being a manipulative little cunt is not based on just the 12-minute video you see on my channel. Now, the reason I call him a manipulator is because he specifically tells us that he befriends people so that he can get them on his side because they won't want to disagree with their friend. They'll just go, oh, well, maybe he has a point. He doesn't say he argues with them or that he makes good arguments to them. In fact, he specifically says debate is pointless. He does not believe in his ideology. So instead of doing that, instead of having a discussion based on the merits of a debate, he decides to manipulate people. That's what he says he does. I didn't make that up. You can watch the stream or you can watch their stream and you can actually see he tells us that at one point he tells us that if he has friends who don't like trans rights, he will introduce them to one of his friends who's a really nice guy and happens to be trans so that they will, okay, I don't want Steve to be upset. So yeah, I guess we'll be for trans rights. And yeah, that kind of sounds like a nice thing when you're doing it that way. But what if it was the other way around? What if he was against trans rights and he specifically introduced people to mean trannies so that those people would turn against trans rights? Nobody would go, oh yeah, he's not a manipulator. You'd go, he's a fucking douchebag. Just because he does it for a different reason doesn't make him nice. He's a fucking dickhead. Watch both of the streams and then come back to me and tell me how I got it wrong. End rant. So, how are you guys tonight?
I'm fabulous, sort of.
Well, you saw my video. Do you think I was
Well, I also, after you told me about it, I also watched part of both streams that you talked about. I didn't watch the whole thing.
I don't blame you for that, but what'd you think?
And exactly what you told me happened, so
he's a little manipulator.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what happened.
Oops, sorry.
No, go ahead.
That's the way they work, though. That's how they get people swayed to their side. They manipulate them. They figure if I make them my friend, they'll be on my side. And more often than not, the people that they befriend will go along with them because of that sentiment, because they haven't bumped into people like us that'll go, wait.
Well, one of the misunderstandings with this,
if that's the only reason why I don't know if that's necessarily the case is because of the look on Steve and Chris's face when he was talking about it. They looked at him like he was crazy.
Yeah, they did.
Christy's face is priceless.
So I don't think that it's a generic SJW thing to try to infiltrate.
I will say this. I do think that they do try to manipulate. It's amazing how many times they will tell you that that debate is pointless and that there's no point in talking to any of us.
Well, yeah, but they argue straight from emotion, but most of them are not calculated manipulators.
No, that's why I say he takes it to a whole new level. They are actually they try emotional manipulation all the time. Why would you support this? That means you're racist. And who wants to be racist? They try that shit all the time. He takes it to a whole new fucking level with this.
Yeah,
I'm
because
going to
he's
be your
trying to get
friend.
it to where it's like under your skin and you just don't even notice. Dun dun dun.
Yes. But there was a comment on that video that I wanted to address. I'm going to skip the first part of it, and it reads, seems that lately a lot of the smaller anti-SJW channels are very toxic and seem to be pushing a lot of rhetoric with little to no fact or rationality or research about the subject. I am pointing fingers at Irate Bear and Ranting Monkey crew. Just a lot of toxic hatred of anything you don't necessarily agree with. I listen to live streams and you all are angry and small-minded lot, hating on everything outside of your small circle. Dear dumbass, no.
I hope this finds you well.
I love that you know that that's how it goes.
Well,
There
I mean,
was
you
nothing.
didn't keep going, so I figured I had to.
Yeah, somebody's got to finish it.
There was nothing angry about what I said. I think the guy's a manipulative little prick, but I'm not angry at him. I just think you need to be very careful about somebody who tells you, I'm going to manipulate you.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see why that caused any confusion at all.
I mean,
Hi, Ed.
he's straight
How you
up
doing, Ed?
forward with it if you really pay attention to how he speaks. The rest of them, they manipulate your emotions and they try and get you on their side, but they don't do it like he does. Like you said, they'll say, well, if you're not on my side, that means, you're anti-LGBT, or, you're anti-women's rights. And, they throw all these buzzwords and phrases at you and you're like, okay, so you're not listening to me. All right.
Right. We saw it with Trump being elected. If you voted for Trump, you were racist, you hated women, you were the worst scum on the planet. Okay, I'm done ranting about this
real
shit.
Quick, I just want to say, Ed, we're gonna get you in a stream with Gutenberg, and you guys are gonna have a Michael Phelps and Smush Cookies debate.
Oh my God.
Oh, yes.
I wore my t-shirt to class today.
Did you get any comments on it?
No, my parents asked me what it meant, and I was like, don't worry about it.
Tell them they need to watch my streams.
No, they don't need to watch those streams.
Oh, you know what? I went and checked the restricted mode today again because I was going to do a video on it, but YouTube issued their statement that it's not working quite right. So I'm holding off before I do that. But if I go to guest view, it actually shows no videos on my channel, not even my streams.
I actually did a video on that earlier and uploaded it, and I showed what it looked like with it off and what it looked like with it on, and I visited about 4 different channels and my own after having logged in. And I showed my video page on my channel with me logged in, and all my news videos were gone.
Spill Audio, the shirt SDA wore says, Mike Phelps, that smush, or Mike Smell.
Michael
what does it say?
Phelps, that smush cookie.
Thank you. And it comes from a live stream a while ago.
with Gutenberg, where he said he wanted to Michael Phelps my smush cookie.
And
if you want to know what that means, go watch the stream. Whichever.
Yes, there you go.
So
anyway, back to the restricted mode thing. The reason I was going to do it is because a video popped up in my recommendations from somebody who calls him, the channel's called Gay God. It's one word. And he has a video about how horrible the restrictions are for gay folks. So I went to his channel and I'm looking, and his shit should be behind a 18 wall anyway. He has one video that's titled, I accidentally pissed in his mouth.
What?
And I'm like you're upset that is behind a restricted wall for kids?
Wow. Just wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got wind of it this morning trying to find reviews for the show, and I ran across Hair Duelist channel and his video on it where he goes into detail because I guess he found a female of that community and he went into her content, and if I remember correctly, she's a male to female trans and she's vlogging her transition.
Well, SDA has a great video on it too. The reasons that this stuff. Okay, LGBT people, listen to me here.
Yes.
When you make your entire existence about your sexuality, it's going to trigger restrictions for kids.
Well, I made the point in my video that if you had, because, okay, so queer kid stuff, and I confirmed this last night because we did an on-air experiment, like,
Oh yeah,
like real journalists, and queer kid stuff is still up on restricted mode. And, you know, look, if a woman with a teddy bear were to be like, okay, kids, some men like big tits, some men like small, we'd be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What is this for? Kids 3 to 7, excuse you? So I think explaining attraction to children is fucking weird, even if it's a straight person. It's not because you're gay, it's because you're teaching sex stuff to kids. Stop
yes,
it. Knock it
exactly.
out.
And
Yeah.
here's the scary part, because Elegant Caligari brought that up. Excuse me, because he has a kid, and the kid is usually on YouTube Kids. You can find it pops up. Queer kid stuff and Pop and Ollie pop up on YouTube Kids.
Yeah.
And you know that was what I put in a video that I did in the past. And I'm like, look, when you're 3 to 7, you're trying to figure out how friendships work, and you're realizing through your parents and parental guidance that just because they don't want you to play with their toy is, you know, not a good reason not to be their friend anymore. You know, these are kids that want to be Superman one week, Wonder Woman the next week, firefighter the third week, you know, and a policeman the fourth week, and you're sitting here trying to explain to them in very poor language with no training what a gay relationship is. And you don't expect these kids to get confused?
Kids don't even need to know.
Well, I've said this on your stream before. My mom's cousin is gay, and he and his partner have been together for longer than I've been alive. So my entire life, they've been together, and I've known them both. And when I was younger, I was like, "Are they like best friends? Do they like live together?" And she was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Okay."
Right.
And then even once I knew what gay people were, I was like, we don't know any gay people. And my mom was like, seriously? And I was like, what? Turns out they're gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because kids don't need a detailed explanation about that shit.
Mm-mm.
Okay, did you see my stream announcement last night was in Russian?
Yeah.
One of mine was in Portuguese.
Mine is in Arabic tonight.
I've seen French, Chinese.
I mean, you're going to have to do the noise. Do you not know what the noise is?
No.
Okay. Boom.
Oh. Yes, I do know that noise. I just wasn't thinking.
Yeah.
I've had a rough day, guys. Oh, thank you so much, Ralph. This stream is the stream that's not supposed to even be taking place because I fell down the stairs today.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't from as high as last time. It was only the last two stairs. And I landed pretty hard.
The second time recently that you've fallen down the stairs?
I fell down the stairs about 2 months ago from about halfway up.
Ooh.
And yeah, my staircase ends in a wall. There's a little landing in a wall. It's not just, yeah.
But it's funny.
I landed with my right shoulder against the floor and my face against that wall. So compared to that, this is mild, but it jolted the shit out of me. And then my granddaughter has her first cold, which is she's not taking well. She is a little princess to begin with.
Aww.
And she's just miserable. I had to trick her into taking her medicine. Oh, it's entirely Grandpa's fault that she is who she is, and I'm okay with that. But man, her being sick, she doesn't take. My wife's whole line doesn't take being tired very well. And you put sick in with that, and they are just the most unpleasant people you've ever met. No, yeah, there's definitely no alcohol involved. With my one today, this whole neck thing, I get random pains throughout my body, and I got one right as I stepped down onto the stair in the arch of my foot, and it was so bad it made my whole leg give out.
Oh.
Yeah, lots of fun. So once again, this will be a smoking stream because fuck this day. Okay, what were you saying about Tommy Lauren?
Yeah, and Vulcan asked about it too. So Tommy Lauren went on to The View and expressed that, from what I've seen, the clips that I've seen, she's just not against abortion. Which,
okay.
if we're talking about The Blaze and Glenn Beck, is essentially heresy. So they've pretty much canned her.
Yeah, I could see that happening with them.
And honestly, I was thinking about making a video about it, and I still might, but I just don't really care about Tommy that much. I don't know why. She's always just rubbed me the wrong way. I don't think she should be fired for... She didn't get banned. She got fired from The Blaze for being pro-choice. Which, if that's not the kind of stuff that they want coming out of their publication, then that is what it is. I don't necessarily agree with it, but at least they're not being dishonest about their bias, and I just don't care that much about Tommy Lauren.
Yeah, like I said, she's not one of my favorites. But you're right. If they don't want that associated with their brand, that's their business. Seems a weird thing to fire somebody for, though. But she should have known better. She knows who she works for.
Yeah, and yeah, it is what it is, to be honest with you. Like, I just really don't care. And it just doesn't surprise me that Glenn Beck did go on a freaking tirade about it, which was funny. If you want to see Glenn Beck blow up, then definitely look for that, because, you know, it's pretty funny. But I mean,
do
it
it
is
on
what
air?
it is. What?
Did he do it on air?
Yeah, it was during an interview with somebody. I forget who. But
for the chat, she didn't get banned. She got fired from The Blaze. For not being against abortion.
Which, like I said, you work for Glenn Beck. What did you think was going to happen?
Yeah.
This is why, even though I want to do this professionally, I'm the more and more that I'm involved with all of this, the less that I actually want to be directly involved with a media organization.
These days, if you're going to do that, you're going to want to just start your own.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be involved with one because I don't want to be tied down to that.
Well, that's why I say start your own, because then you set the rules for what it is. It doesn't even, you've already basically done it by having a YouTube channel. Just build off from that and build up your own little media venture. Because...
And I just don't think it's even necessary anymore to be part of a media organization.
It has its advantages. Nobody would know who Milo was if Breitbart hadn't sponsored his tours.
That's true, but
there's drawbacks too, is that you're beholden to somebody else's viewpoint. You could get fired at any minute.
Right, exactly, because you work for Glenn Beck and maybe you don't agree with Glenn Beck.
Glenn Beck has been losing his nut the past few years or more.
Glenn Beck is an idiot.
Oh. Yes. Hey Ed, how you doing tonight?
Hi, Ed.
What's up, guys? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
More penis.
So
So you got a new laptop so you can stream again?
I got a $200 laptop so I can
Nice.
stream without fear of a crash. And this is thanks to my audience members who, in our last stream on Saturday, were tasked with giving me $200, and they did it before the stream even ended.
Nice.
So I have loving and adoring subs who I love. And you adjusted my audio level, which is great.
Well, everybody is really loud to me.
You know what? I feel like I'm
Maybe
loud.
You should turn your sound down.
It's not my son. Thank you.
I'm kind of happy he did, because every time I listen to myself back in a stream, I feel like I'm really loud, and it never occurs to me to adjust my own audio. So what's up tonight, guys? I've had a great weekend.
Yeah. The weekend's over, man. How'd your Monday go?
You guys know who Rucka Ali is?
No.
I do.
Well, I got him to join a live chat with Prince of Queens.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Saturday night.
How'd that go?
And all I could do, drunk as fuck, all I could do was call his boss an asshole.
Who are we talking about?
Rucka Ali.
I'm kind of happy.
Who is that?
So little people know who he is. He does
explain who he is.
He does YouTube parodies, song parodies.
Okay.
And that's about who he is, right? The thing is, he's also on a podcast with Maddox. Monkey, do you know who Maddox is?
I've heard the name, never seen content.
Okay, well, Maddox is a piece of shit who defames people who wrong him by calling them rape apologists. So for some reason, I get Rucka Ali into a live stream somehow. He comes in. Turns out nobody on the stream knows who he is but me. And me, the one guy who knows who he is, calls his boss Maddox a complete fucking asshole.
Yeah, I've heard of the guy, never watched his stuff. I know Rucka because he gets mentioned a lot, and I watched one or two of his videos once. It's funny that nobody in your audience knew who he was, though. Thank you, communist.
Yeah, well, Prince had a vague idea, but he sang because Rucka does a song, "Everything is Racist," right? Except Chris Ray-Gun also does a song, "Everything is Sexist." So naturally, Prince of Queens sang to him Chris Ray-Gun's song.
Nice.
So this poor guy is sitting on a stream with people who don't know who the fuck he is, because I'm certain he thought that it was like, hey, I'm going to surprise these guys who are fans of mine by coming into the stream. And all he gets is a bunch of people who don't know who he is, plus one drunk fucking asshole who really hates the boss.
He's got a pretty decent sized channel, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's like pushing 700,000.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. You need to expand your horizons, dear.
He will never come on another stream with me again.
How the hell did you get him in there?
I have no fucking idea. I guess I just drunkenly sent him the link. I was showing people his videos, and he just popped up. I wasn't even here when he popped in. I went out to smoke a cigarette because I smoke a cigarette every 5 minutes when I'm that fucking wasted. I come back in and there's fucking Ruckus sitting in here. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm going to talk shit about his boss now. That's a good idea. I'm going to tell him that what he's doing for a career is wrong and that he should leave.
Speaking of people you guys might not have heard of, if you don't know who Poisoning the Well is, go subscribe to them and watch their latest video.
Oh, yes.
Are they in ATL? They're in Atlanta, right?
Yeah. You could probably go meet up with them.
I know.
Tell them I said, hey.
We should do that. I don't think they know who I am, though.
Did you see their video today?
No.
Oh, their video is hilarious.
Their video today, Pat comes in. Fane is sitting there drinking a beer, and Pat comes in and tells me just finished watching the Jamie Foxx version of Annie. And he goes, I wonder if it's ever okay to do that in reverse. Take a black movie and change it so it's more white. And they do this little fade, and it's them redoing Roots with white people. And it's the scene where
they're really kind of professional about it too, aren't they? They've got like a really professional operation.
They're
they do.
Thing, right?
They're what?
They're a thing, right?
A thing?
Yeah, like they're together.
Like a couple?
Yeah.
No.
No, like
they make jokes about being fags.
Dudes.
I'm so confused now.
They get called fags a lot, and they make a lot of jokes about it. But as far as I know, they are not gay. They're straight.
Oh.
Let me say this about.
If you follow.
I want to say this really quick about Rucka Ali. He took it like a champ. He was really polite. He even stayed on the stream after my little tirade for a little while, bored as fuck because nobody was acknowledging him.
Well, he
But
seems to have a good sense of humor.
Yeah,
If not, I mean,
he was really cool about it. And when I asked him, I said, "Hey, man, if you want me to make it up to you, I can have you on one of these streams." He said, "Thanks for the gesture, man. I'm going to be traveling a lot." Instead of just outright saying, "Go fuck yourself," which was nice. It's nice that he didn't just outright say it. Also, I might be winning for the podcast. The other podcast, though, I think I'm winning friends because I had a communication with a funny guy, a comedian named Asterios Kokonos, and he might come on the stream now that I've pledged my allegiance to the other show, so it might work out in the long run.
What
Anyway,
podcast are you talking about?
Maddox had the biggest problem in the universe. He had a co-host named Dick Masterson. They had a falling out over a girl, as the story goes, and Maddox decided the best way to do that was to lie and say that Dick Masterson was a rape apologist and link some forum that had nothing to do with Dick. That was like a fan site on 4chan.
Gotcha.
Where it was like, who would you rape? Which is hilarious to me because Rucka has a song called "I Wanna Rape" that is literally a list of famous chicks that he wants to bang, but the song is called "I Wanna Rape." So to me, Maddox is the kind of guy who, whenever he wants to hurt you, he will look for people that he can exploit.
Gotcha.
Like later. So to me, Ruck has got all of the requirements needed to be defamed by Maddox at some point down the road. So that was me altruistically trying to warn him, but instead just drunken stammering on a live stream.
Since you're here, what do you think of the whole centrist thing? Me and SDA were talking about T's video, and you and I
see the video. I was just looking at him. I see that thrown around a lot. Like, to be a centrist means you have no real position and you're just playing it safe. You're just trying to be nice.
I think there's two people who are considered centrist. There's actual centrist people who don't fit left or right.
I would consider those moderates.
Yeah, they are moderates. That centrist is literally
they are.
That's what centrist means.
Yeah, but you can also
politically moderate.
But you could also, I mean, it depends on. So I honestly don't think the term really matters. But when I talk about it, I use moderate to mean somebody who's just moderate. And then I would use centrist to mean somebody who's just a perpetual fence sitter, like Armored Skeptic and Shoe on Head. That's what I mean.
See, and that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about that we have a problem with.
Yeah. Okay. So just to define terms.
Well, I was doing that when you interrupted me.
Sorry.
Just like a woman.
There are two, just like an SDA.
Yeah.
There are two different ways it's seen. It's the moderates, as you described, and then there's the fence sitters. And the ones that are fence sitters, they're not centrist. They're kind of, in my opinion,
they're politically
cowardly.
Apathetic.
Yeah. Well, the ones who are apathetic, at least I can get that. If you just don't care about it, fine. But T's video was about Armored Skeptic talking about the JonTron thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And Skeptic goes to great lengths not to take a side in it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's some serious tap dancing, and T calls him out for it.
It's hard not to take a side with that particular.
How do you not take a side?
Well,
in that?
Yeah, and the other
don't
thing
listen.
is that T also points out that this is not just like an apathetic thing. It's literally because he's a fence sitter, they consider themselves to be intellectually superior.
Well, fence sitter is what skeptic is turning into. The word skeptic, the way Armored Skeptic uses the word skeptic is fence sitter.
Yeah.
Like,
mm-hmm.
I get that, but also I consider myself more of a centrist just because I don't fall fully on one side or the other. But I have strong principles. I'm not, like I said, I'm not apathetic and I'm not sitting on any fence. They just don't necessarily put me in one camp or the other. So so it is frustrating to me. Yeah. So the response that I did to T was T looking through some, I guess, local politician,
mm-hmm.
and he was like, she seems like a centrist. She just wants to be liked by everybody and neutral, and that's not to me what a centrist is.
He posted some of her campaign literature. If you guys don't follow him on Twitter. And she literally doesn't take a position on anything.
Ridiculous if you're running for office.
She uses just bullshit flow. I'm for progress.
Like,
What
what
does
does
that
that
progress?
mean? Oh, A wants me to point out that T called out Skeptic for his let's just say questionable wardrobe.
Did he?
He basically
I gotta
told
watch
him
this
he
video.
needed. He told him he needed to get a bigger vest
Yeah.
because he's pushing the limits on those buttons. He really
He really is. He really is.
There's no shame in that,
Uh,
Greg. Just buy a bigger size, dude.
I'm about as fat as he is, and I know to avoid vests, to be honest.
He's going for that
altogether.
Amy Schumer look.
SDA, please fuck me over a table.
Wow, you
I
got some
don't
fans here.
I don't
Strap-on?
have a penis, so it would be hard for me to do that to you.
Strap-ons are cheap.
I don't want a strap on.
You want a penis?
I don't understand what a strap-on does for the person wearing it,
It
and we
doesn't
probably
do
shouldn't get
anything.
into that.
Probably the same thing us giving anal does for us. We do it because we know they don't like it.
Jesus Christ!
I think there's probably some
I
truth
think
to
you're
that.
doing it wrong.
It's
I
just
think
dominance.
You're doing it wrong.
I was
Jesus.
just Jim Jeffries
Usually we
joke,
wait
but,
to
like,
get to the stuff that's going to get me banned till the end of the stream.
Yeah.
yeah.
Can we
why
take
is Scribe not
questions
here?
since we didn't do it last night?
Oh, absolutely.
I want
Since we didn't do
Questions.
questions, just start throwing those out there, and we'll answer them as we go.
And is
Nobody
Scribe
ever asked
coming?
me questions.
I miss Scribe, even though I hate him.
He still hasn't gotten back to me. For those who don't know, Scribe is not with us tonight because he's out with family. He said if he can, he'll get in with us. But it's still up in the air when he'll get back. He's on
he
West Coast
know
time.
that his internet friends are more important?
Well, it's family.
It's okay, guys. I'm here, so it's fine.
Thank God
Who's
for
your
that.
favorite YouTuber?
You're welcome.
Ooh, I don't know.
Myself.
Hi, Carrot. Mine. I've mentioned this before. I have several that I really like. My favorite question is if you could only watch, one YouTuber ever again, who would it be? And I always go with Phil DeFranco for two reasons. I love the way he thinks. I don't always agree with him. There's times it's like, Phil, you're being an idiot. But he also covers so many different topics. I don't think I would get bored as quickly as if I went with somebody like Bering, who I absolutely love. But if all I could watch was anti-SJW content, I think I'd go crazy.
I think people would call Philip DeFranco a fucking fence sitter just because
he always takes a position.
Dogmatic.
Usually.
Yeah, well, I know, but he really does try to be fair and balanced. And I think to a lot of people, fair and balanced has become like it's become fence sitting. Like you have to be either dogmatic on one side or dogmatic on the other. It seems to be, maybe I'm just too much on YouTube, right? Too much on Twitter, but it seems to be where everybody's minds goes. So, if you're not dogmatic enough, you were talking about Tommy Loren. What happened there? She wasn't dogmatic enough.
Phil gets accused of being both left and right. So
yeah,
I know.
Chat would like us to take turns shouting out people in the chat. So if you're so inclined, feel free. Hi Ralph. Hi Bob and Tom. Hi All You Need. Hi Jersey Boy. Hi Better Red. Hi Spill Audio.
Hi Bay.
Hi Bay.
Hi,
Yes.
Carrot.
Hi Ed.
Nobody
Hi,
cares
Rivia.
about Edendro. Don't forget, guys, taking questions. Ask as you go.
If you really want to be shouted out, give Monkey money.
Yeah,
Would you
that's
date a
always a good
radical left? Would you
No, I
date a
wouldn't date a radical leftist.
I have,
'cause-
and I'm telling you, don't. Don't.
I believe in the concept of opposites attract because me and my wife are nothing alike, but you still need personality-wise, we're nothing alike.
Yeah.
You need common ground. She is she's not a leftist. She's a little left of me.
Mhm.
But she still has some of her own interests. I have some of my own, but we can watch movies together. We like the same kind of music. We butt heads because our personalities are a little different, but you don't want to go with somebody who's the complete fucking opposite of you.
You don't want to go with a radical anything. You don't want to go with a radical anything at all. And I learned that the hard way. I'll tell you what, though, the sex is great. Sex is fucking amazing.
Angry sex is awesome.
Fuck yeah.
If you could be a smell, what would you be? That might be my favorite question I've had in a while. I don't know.
I don't know either. Oh, my
I
shampoo smells good, and I already smell like that. So that.
What's your shampoo?
What
does it smell like? Are you flowery?
smells like.
Yeah.
It smells good.
I'm whiskey and tobacco all at once.
It smells.
He's a cheap bar, folks.
It's
I'm a cheap
Redken,
bar.
and it's Redken. It's like the color protect Redken, but it's also sulfate free, so it's the bright pink bottle, which is the most important part.
I don't even know what Redken is.
What the fuck?
It's
Okay,
a
neither does
hair
anybody
shit.
else in the stream.
Oh, I figured out it was a shampoo.
Yeah.
But past
You can
that,
only get it at salons.
keep talking, guys. Don't shut down on me now. See, this is why I need Scribe. He'll go on a
Scribe
Well,
will
I
go on
tirade for me.
Going back outside in another few minutes, because when I went to take Zeus out, for those of you who don't know, he is my
Say
60-pound
hi.
pit bull boxer mix. I went to take him outside, and he decided he was going to jump off the porch. And me, being the smarter of the two, let the leash go. So now he's running around loose in the yard. Because I am not going to, take a header off a porch for my pet. That doesn't work for me.
Dex asked if I'm left or right. You would probably consider me right, although socially I don't care what you do. But there does come a point like, making transgender bathroom laws a big issue where it's like, I don't give a fuck. Stop it. Knock it off.
Think about transgender laws.
Or if you,
We don't need to create more laws. There is no bathroom law.
Well, that's what I keep saying. I'm
Right.
like, why in the fuckity fuck do we need people to tell us where to pee?
Yeah.
Well, when this issue first came out a few years back, I think I wrote a blog post, and the one thing I wrote in my blog post was, the problem with this particular issue is the fact that real transgender people don't walk into bathrooms, announce they're trans before they use the bathroom, and leave. They come in, they do their business, and they leave like any normal person because they don't want to be pointed out.
They created this narrative that there's some kind of mass oppression here with the bathroom thing, that trans people are walking into the wrong bathroom and then being violently assaulted because of where they went. I just don't see that happening in the real world.
Someone
the reason it
asked
became
if
real quick.
we use an app to track our periods. It's called a birth control pill.
There you go.
Actually, I use Facility Friend.
The reason the whole bathroom thing became a debate was because it was in schools, and schools do have a responsibility to protect children.
Right.
So if you do make it so that, because there was there's no law that says, what exactly a trans is. And if you look at what the Obama administration passed down as the rules for this, it was simply whatever they identify as. But with that logic, some kid who wants to see, peeking on naked girls go, I feel like a girl today.
Mm-hmm.
So there does have to be something when it comes to kids. When they inflated it to everybody, trans people have been using the bathroom of their choice forever.
Yeah.
Right, but to be honest, it seemed to have only really come up and be a major political issue because they didn't have the gay rights thing to hit the Republicans with. I mean, it happened during the election year. It didn't make a lot of sense other than a political move. Knowing that the Republicans would be against it, they turned it into this major political deal when otherwise it just wouldn't have been. And I don't think they expected that Trump would be like, whatever, at least in the campaign. So I don't know. It felt like a pretty
well, even now it's
pretty
not
political move.
It's not that he's saying, trannies can't use whatever bathroom. He's just repealing the Obama executive order.
Yeah, and which to me is not the worst thing he's done. So
no, and because it should be up to the states, and that's essentially what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, and when it comes down to that, I don't even think it should be up to the states. It should be up to whatever individual business wants to do with their bathrooms.
Well, again, the reason it was the up for states thing is because it involves school children.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, there is that.
That's why it's a state. That's what they mean when they talk about the states' rights part of it.
Yeah.
It's not, Target not letting trans use whatever bathroom they want to. It's the local school district.
Yeah, because at that point, you're going to have a kid going from being, a dude to a not dude, which is, noticeable, presumably. and so you
Well,
have to figure out where to make it pee. You could just hold
Persephone
it.
in there. Persephone in the chat said that she thinks that it should be medically, a medical thing that the child is declared trans. I would have no problem with that.
Yeah,
The way
I mean,
it was
shouldn't
written,
it
though,
be?
it's just if you
Don't you have
whatever
to?
you identify
If you think
as.
you're a boy,
Don't you
if
have
you
to
think
be
you're a
medically
boy,
examined to get hormones to transition?
Well, yeah, but with the way the Obama administration pushed the executive order, and it was this one was actually a education department thing first, and then the Obama executive order. There's nothing about that. It literally says what they identify as. Whatever, treat them as well as you can according to the gender they identify as. Me being smart, I wish I was still in school because I would have had so much fun with this. I would have made them put a cat box in there for me.
Oh,
Just
please
to be an
tell me.
asshole.
You usually can't get hormones before age 18. Yeah, good.
Except for the
Duh.
reason this is a case is because of somebody who was underage and got hormones. Gavin Grimm, look him up. Has he just now turned 18?
Yeah, I don't know, but this has been going on for a while.
He was, I think he was 15. He was a freshman when he came out when she came out as a he. And had already started taking hormones. Yes, the South Park where Gerald turned into a dolphin. That was awesome.
Well, there was also a South Park where Cartman decided he was trans.
Yes,
yeah,
which
he got a special bathroom.
Sums up my argument on this. You can't leave it that open when it comes to school kids. You just
Solutions, single person bathrooms. Yeah, no, that's just awkward.
It worked, but
How is it awkward?
I don't know. Like, it's weird. I don't like them.
You could literally break full-on bathrooms down to single-person bathrooms.
Yeah, you couldn't exactly because you wouldn't have the same amount of space. You still need to be able to wash your hands.
Yeah, one sink, one toilet. It would cost a lot of money.
Yeah, it would.
Well, I mean, it's a silly fucking thing.
Just stop being trans. What?
Oh, trans-trenders.
Or just all together, and maybe that would be helpful. But I don't think that's going to happen.
Just stop being.
That's going to get taken so out of context.
Yeah, I don't think we should.
That's going to get quote mined.
I know.
We could stop sexualizing our children and let them worry about it when they get older. We could do that.
That's what we need to do.
Porta potties.
Porta potties, yeah. Oh my God! You know what? Do it. Show them how much
potties and hand sanitizer.
Show them how much more miserable.
This outside looking for my dog, but I think it was 5-6 years ago. There was this one kid that said he was trans, male to female, and then he felt weird, and so they actually had a unisex locker room for him to change in. And he said he didn't want to use that because he felt singled out. He wanted to change in the locker room with the females.
Right.
And
yeah.
all the girls
I would have pulled that shit
were
in
like,
high school.
No.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think they understand. Women are going to have a bigger problem with this than men.
If I remember one day walking into the bathroom at work, and there was a woman standing at the sink, and the first thing I did was look to make sure I was in the right bathroom. There were urinals there.
Yeah.
And I just said hi to her and went about my business. She quickly turned and ran the other way. Guys are just like, do your thing. We don't care. We don't care.
Women care about the bathroom. So,
well, although the other day at school, I feel really bad for this kid, but I was just in the bathroom and he walked into the wrong bathroom, and I was like, oh, it's okay. But I felt bad.
Well, you're just more accepting than the rest of us.
No, it would have been weird if he did it on purpose.
Right.
But I could tell that he didn't do it on purpose.
And it is funny how they turn it into this, like, you can't tell me where to pee. Well, we don't. We don't have laws for this. Okay, we really don't. You just
except in North Carolina.
There have been times though where, like, if the line is really long or something, where they've just been like, okay, just use the men's bathrooms too.
I've seen women do that many times.
Yeah.
I've done it. I'll do it. I'm like the first person to do it. I'm like, fuck it. I have to pee.
And dudes are like,
Yeah.
cool.
I've done it at sporting events at stadiums. You know, the guys will be, yeah, we'll look out for you, because they'll stand outside and wait for you to come back out, and then they'll go in.
Y'all women need to learn to
Women
be
are the ones
faster.
who want to feel safe all the time. They just want to feel safe all the time. So we don't give a shit. We're not afraid of some chick walking into the bathroom and what she's going to do to us.
Well, that's the thing. Also, with the North Carolina law, the only way that would have been an issue is if some guy was walking around the Target bathroom with his dick hanging out. If he actually looked like a woman, even the women wouldn't care.
Right.
Well, because we wouldn't notice.
Exactly.
I mean, if Claire White walked into the bathroom, we wouldn't notice unless she said something that she was trans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So most of it is just a trumped up controversy. There is
the
issue with
view on it
schools, but
is,
otherwise,
if you look like a dude, build a bridge and get over it and go into the boys' room. If you look like a girl, build a bridge, get over it, and pee in the girls' room. Just there you go, done.
Yeah.
And if you don't look like
problem
either,
solved. That's what we do here. Have we missed questions? I'm sorry.
Nobody's been asking questions. Ask questions. Bad chat.
Bad chat.
Commenting on what we're saying.
Would you be nice to our audience?
Fuck you, audience. Suck my dick, audience.
Damn it, Ed.
Oh, fuck you, dude. That's how I get money.
No, there's a reason why my streams get watched after they're live. It's because we're nice to everybody here. The new Mass Effect is shit. I really want to get the new Mass Effect. I really want to get the new Mass Effect, but I'm worried about what I've seen with it so far. I don't want to.
Yeah, and GameSpot gave it a 6.
Yeah, and that sucks because
that's kind of unusual.
Well, heard of VHEMT or EMT. Buttercup, what is that? I saw Buttercup ask that earlier. I forgot to address it.
Oh, somebody just scolded me. Bad audience.
Oh yeah, what do you guys think of Shaq saying the Earth is flat?
I think
oh my God, that was ridiculous. That was funny.
I don't give a fuck. He's either funny or he's not, and either way, I don't care.
He has never not been stupid, so
that's true.
I believe it.
Like he's just
not
really
known for his intellect.
Have
you finished Jessica Jones yet?
No.
Voluntary Human Extinction Movement. Yeah, that's retarded.
Yeah, it is.
Sounds like suicide.
No, but Scribe is making me I'll finish it. I'm like,
that makes sense to me. I'm down with VHAMT. I think it's time.
I am. Hold on.
Whoever accused Shaq of being a rocket scientist.
I'm on episode 4. How many fucking episodes are there? This
Jesus
shit.
Fucking Christ, STA.
What?
Shouldn't there be like at least 10 or so?
There's 13.
You're doing Netflix wrong. You're supposed to binge them.
Yeah.
I have been, but every time I binge, Monkey's like, "You want to stream it?" I'm like, "Yes, please, get me away from this all."
Oh, you don't like the show?
So now it's my fault.
No.
I liked it. I thought it was all right.
I like Luke Cage. I want to watch him do things. And then I found out that he has a show, and I was like, "Scribe, can I watch that instead?" And he was like, "No."
Luke Cage is worse.
What?
Definitely.
Luke Cage was awesome.
Yeah, it is. It was great until the second half, and then it was terrible. Diamondback
for one thing, Jessica Jones needs a fucking nose job. That is driving me nuts.
It's when David Tennant comes in that the show becomes interesting.
Yeah, I'm just getting to his part, and I like watching him. But she needs a nose job. She's very unlikable. I like Blondie.
She is unlikable. Yeah.
And I like the friend.
I think she's supposed to be unlikable.
Yeah, but it doesn't make me give a fuck about the protagonist, and I'm supposed to.
I think you're gonna like the villain better. And spoiler, he dies, and I'm not a fan of that. I think they should have kept him. But
did you just spoil the show for her?
Yeah, I don't care.
I think I already knew that.
I mean, you could, yeah. Whether he dies or not should not ruin the show for you. But he does.
I mean,
he dies.
Isn't that what's supposed to happen when you go after a seasoned villain? That's usually what happens.
Sometimes you can catch them. Villains very rarely die in comics because they're reused.
Exactly. Like keeping the Joker alive, rest in peace, Heath Ledger. But that was a good idea. And who knows what the Batman movies would have been if he had stayed alive. I don't think they were meant to be a trilogy. But the whole point was to leave him alive so that he could come back as, Batman's foil in the Batman movies. And that was a good idea. We killed him off too much,
Yes.
So but David Tennant was such an interesting character.
I think I actually agree with that because when it comes to writing a cohesive story, and this is just because I'm working on stuff now, it's like you need to have, for one thing, you need to know where your series is going, and you need to have a big bad guy for everything to come to at the end of the day.
And I guess the major big bad guy in these things is going to ultimately be Kingpin.
Oh yeah, it has to be.
Oh yeah.
Just
and
because
he's
of
great.
the part of the universe you're in.
Yeah, he is absolutely great. I like him a lot. I would like to see him cross over to the actual movies. These other guys, I don't really care if they ever do, but
he was in the Daredevil movie.
Was there a Daredevil movie?
Yes, Ben
that one doesn't
Affleck
count.
played Daredevil, wearing the gayest Daredevil costume you could ever imagine.
Yeah, but Kingpin was black.
Black Daredevil. Oh my!
Yeah, Ben
God.
Affleck doesn't have a lot of luck in the superhero department.
Oh, he looks so. I remember when that.
I thought he was a good Batman.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't. No. And the way he wears that costume, Batman, while he's wearing the cowl, he should have a neck still. And
yeah,
Ben Affleck just doesn't.
To me, Ben Affleck was the only redeemable part of that movie.
That's sort of a part of the Dark Knight Returns look, though, the no neck.
I don't care. It still looks fucking retarded.
I think it might be by design.
And saying Ben Affleck was the best part of Batman v Superman is like saying...
What was the best part then? There was nothing else entertaining about it.
He absolutely was the best part, but that's like saying the best part about getting the shit kicked out of you is that it eventually stopped.
You know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe if it had just been a Batman movie with just Ben Affleck, then there would be nothing good about it.
You gotta actually write a movie. I'm sorry, but they didn't write a movie. That was the problem with the movie. It wasn't a movie. It was like we all strung together out of order. It was terrible.
And then Wonder Woman was
raped my childhood
for no reason. I didn't like her at all.
Yeah.
I'm salty about Wonder Woman.
You're salty about most women.
No,
I can't imagine it. Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is.
I like the female. I like the Marvel female superheroes. And I just said that I like the what's her name? Fuck, Jessica Jones's friend.
Sidekick.
I like her.
Friend, whatever. Okay. So you like one girl.
No, and I like all the women that are. I like most of the women that are in the Marvel movies.
The Marvel movies need to get away from everybody hating each other. They need to stop making that a central theme of their movies.
I mean, the Civil War.
Well, even the original Avengers, they all had to get pissy at each other before they came together. You can
kind of like that dynamic.
Oh God, I hate that fucking trope.
I kind of like the interplay between the Hulk and Thor, though. I mean, you got to make it kind of funny.
The Daredevil movie. Somebody says the Daredevil movie wasn't horrible. Yeah, it was. That was a bad movie. I liked Bullseye in it, but he was way underused.
It was a bad script.
It was it was too forced. They tried to get too much into one script.
The TV show nailed it.
Yeah, the TV show's awesome.
I didn't like my only problem with the TV show is that it seems to not know when it's a hard-hitting like HBO type show and when it's a WB special with the interactions between them as people. The chick, whatever, the blonde chick, the hot chick from True Blood and Foggy.
I don't watch True Blood. I'm straight.
I'm just the hot chick, the blonde chick. When they're in a room together, being friends, it's fucking cringy all the time.
Yeah,
it is like.
Are you talking about Jessica Jones or?
No, we're talking about Daredevil.
Oh, okay.
Jessica Jones could have benefited from some of that cringiness, to be honest. But it's written so childishly, like people don't behave this way, but when it's all about Daredevil and what he's doing, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
It's great. So Daredevil wins, and the Punisher was great. I don't know, a lot of people I guess had problems with the way he was portrayed, but I thought it was great, and I'm ready for his series.
I haven't seen season 2 yet.
Well, he's awesome, and if you don't agree with me, we'll fight about it.
I
think Scribe said,
where is
we need
Scribe when we
in
need him?
We'll fight you.
Yeah, I'll fight him. I don't give a shit.
I don't. Somebody said they hate superhero movies. I like superhero movies. I just wish they would diversify them.
Yeah, go fuck a duck if you don't like superhero movies.
At this point, you could literally just drop in any of the characters and they'd fit.
Well, my whole thing is they need to quit rebooting because, you know, in the case of Batman, Batman is one of the people that established the Justice League.
Yeah.
And they've rebooted him. I've lost track of how many times already. Now they have another reboot coming in the future, and it's like, okay, I understand, and I like the Joker. I like Jack Nicholson's Joker. Heath Ledger's Joker was okay. Jared Leto's Joker was, you know.
Well, they're sticking with Ben Affleck on this one.
Yeah.
But it's like he has more villains that he fights other than the Joker.
Yeah, but DC villains suck.
But not Batman villains.
Yes, Batman villains too. Fucking Egghead.
I don't like
okay,
DC.
they're
bad ones for sure. Calendar Man. But
fucking Calendar Man.
Two-Face, the Penguin, the Joker's
King
awesome.
Tut. Fucking King Tut is a Batman villain.
Right. Zeus.
DC has the worst villains ever.
DC sucks.
So that's why they
I love Batman.
The Joker. Because he's
Bane
the best.
Was good.
Actually,
they did Bane great.
Bane was good.
They finally did Bane right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they fucked up Batman in those movies. Scribe!
Yay!
Scribe.
I'm so happy you're here.
Cats,
What's up, buddy?
I am tipsy as fuck.
Oh, this should be good then. Scribe.
Let's invite Rucka.
Ed here says that he will fight anybody who doesn't think that the Punisher was done almost perfectly in Daredevil.
I will fucking punch you in the nose. Are you nuts? Okay, Frank Castle on the rooftop with Daredevil getting angry and all like pissed off. Like Punisher would never ever get that emotional and cry.
Dude, he's like new Punisher.
Okay, fine. You want to set that one aside? Tell me this, Batman. Riddle me this, Batman. How do you get past the moral escape of the Punisher having a bullet in his head to explain his psychosis rather than it being the moral question of his killing bad guys because they deserve it? That is bullshit in my mind.
Hey, but the moral question is still there.
No, it's not. If you put a bullet in his head,
it is.
If you put a bullet in his head and you say he is doing this because he has a flaw in his head that he has no control over, you give him a moral escape for his actions. The Punisher is based around a normal guy pushed to the edge, killing people for a righteous cause, but not because he's insane, because he's completely sane, but still doing it.
I don't know that that's not what I took from it. What I took from it was, there is this thing, but they're also, you have to kind of try to make him likable to exist in this series.
No.
But they still pushed that boundary. There was still the moral question of what he was doing was right or wrong.
No. The trial and the bullet gave him a moral out for what he was doing and gave him a argument in a legal sense. Not only of like
but the legal sense kept him from being perpetually in fucking prison like would happen in real life.
There was plenty.
This is a comic book movie or show.
This is plenty.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's a bit about suspending disbelief. I kind of there's here like have you guys seen Doctor Strange yet?
Yes.
I haven't watched it yet. I have it upstairs.
I will say this. Visually, that movie is amazing, so I have to recommend it just because.
Oh my god, it made me want to vomit.
Shut up. I don't want to argue about this one.
Did nobody else get dizzy everything like it was pretty?
Some of it.
Like I was watching it like, oh my god, it's so pretty.
The writing doesn't make sense. The people don't act the way people act. You can't just go into a nurse's office and always have the same nurse and just put on a fucking doctor's outfit after you've been on out for forever. You know, nobody's seen you for years.
And
There's
your
little
point
things
being what?
There are
Wait.
little things in that are too unbelievable not to bother me.
Wait, though. Your justification here is that it has to be there so that it makes sense in an almost real world where you can at least suspend disbelief. Did you see the Thomas Jane Punisher movie?
Yeah, I don't really remember it though. It was pretty awesome. It was like Death Wish.
And he didn't have to have a bullet in his head to make it justified what he was doing.
Yeah, but wasn't that whole movie like one long stretch of like a day or two? Like it wasn't like a whole.
No, it was.
Which one are we talking about?
So there's been 3 Punisher movies so far. But there's been 3 Punisher movies and 4 portrayals. The Punisher movie, first one was Dolph Lundgren, and that was back
Horrible
in like
movie.
1990 something. Horrible movie, but for a Punisher fan without any movies at all, and the Punisher getting his own movie before Spider-Man, that
Good
was
to see the Punisher. Yeah.
the Thomas Jane movie was 2003, I think, thereabouts. And Thomas Jane, as far as I'm concerned, is the Ryan Reynolds of Punisher because he is so hardcore, dedicated to the fans. He even did his little dirty laundry, free, independent little movie short that you can find online. That's great. The Thomas Jane movie was as close to the Welcome Back Frank storyline as you could get. A lot of compromises were made both to the setting and the setup that I don't necessarily agree with, but for the sake of things, don't bother me that much. The Warzone movie, the third movie with Ray Stevenson as the Punisher, visually and tone-wise was probably the more accurate to the Punisher overall. The plot line and the way that they portrayed Jigsaw were completely bonkers and just threw it off. So if you combine the Thomas Jane film with the Ray Stevenson version, you kind of get just about the right Punisher.
Okay.
Now the portrayal in Daredevil.
Caveat here. The caveat being that this Punisher has to exist. Unlike the other Punishers, this Punisher has to exist in the new Marvel universe with all of these other characters.
I understand that, but here's the problem. Here's the fundamental problem, especially with him debuting in Daredevil. In the comic books, the dynamic between Punisher and Daredevil was such that, save for the fact that they both have a different perspective on how to deal with crime, there was not that much different. A little bit to the left or a little bit to the right, and either one of these guys could have gone the opposite path as the other one. Because Daredevil and Punisher, both vigilantes. They both have different, Daredevil's on the side of law in his daytime, and he believes that, there's some things that have to be done outside of the jurisdiction of law, but have to be done morally, while the Punisher understands that law does not operate correctly, and therefore punishment has to come from elsewhere. Now, if you take away the conscious, willful decision of the Punisher to make these choices, the differential between well, hold on. If you take that away from the character, the distinction between the two characters becomes one of a sane person versus a sick person. And when you make the Punisher sick, you don't make him a morally gray character. You make him a victim, not only of what happened to him and his family, but of something he has no control over, which gives him a moral escape. And that is my problem with that portrayal. Now, they could address it. Maybe they'll address it in the Punisher series.
See, you're saying this, and I'm only just thinking this for the first time. Like, what I had thought was that this was a way out legally, and that's all it was. I didn't think that this now meant that he had no control over himself or his actions. And it can't be, because he philosophizes in a way that it doesn't seem to be insane. It really doesn't.
Yeah, but the problem is, as soon as they introduce the bullet into his brain, it introduce, and just like in the legal case, it introduces doubt as to his true motivations and the purity of what he's doing versus what Daredevil is doing. Now, again, maybe in the Punisher series, they will come back and say, well, surprise, surprise, the bullet's not actually doing that. You've been doing this on your own the whole time. And I'd be fine with that. For the sake of drama, if they introduce that into the Daredevil series in order to have the courtroom thing and have it make some kind of tension to it, okay. But if they stick to that, I mean, I am glad that they are giving the Punisher his own showcase. I am glad that of all the Marvel characters, he and like Moon Knight are probably the only characters that really only operate in a serialized version
Right.
like that. But if they maintain that, I think they have stolen something from what makes the character unique and makes
But
the
is that
character.
is that your only problem? I think there's merit to what they're doing. If that's the
Aside from that, aside from his being ridiculously emotional on the rooftop with Daredevil, and he had been active for a long time prior to that. If you watch the TV show, he had been responsible for some 40 some odd murders before we even saw him in the series. So he had been active for a
Right.
while. Him getting all emotional and freaking out on the rooftop, that is not the cool, methodical, steely soldier that the Punisher is in the
Okay.
comic books that I appreciate. Now, that aside, the bullet in his head is my only major problem with how they portrayed the character. Everything else, for the most part, even though it consolidated a lot of things and changed his backstory a bit, everything else was fine. And I'm more excited to see where the TV show goes. I was not that jazzed about his introduction, but I can forgive that if the TV show is awesome.
Okay. All right, we'll see. I think we can agree that Iron Fist is garbage.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. How much time do you have on the stream left?
We don't want to get into this.
Okay.
But,
No, that's a bit separate.
Actually, I have a different question
No,
for you.
Scribe, you can't talk about Iron Fist until I've watched it.
Just don't watch it.
How was dinner, Scribe?
I want to watch it.
So dinner was good. I had 2 Moscow mules, which is why I'm all tipsy as hell right now. Not much water. It was I had Chipotle barbecue salmon, which is really good. And then on the way home, we passed by a jumper on the bridge.
Did you stop him?
Well, I mean, the cops were swarming all over. We didn't understand what
okay.
it was at first. So we saw a bunch of flashing lights, but we also saw a bunch of construction signs. So we thought, oh, it must be construction. And as we're passing, there was a clump of emergency vehicles, and then the emergency vehicles started to peter out, and then there were fewer and fewer like fire guys and police officers. And then at the very end, just as we're passing by, there's one guy on the wrong side of the railing of the bridge, and 2 guys kind of like leaning there all casual talking to him. And my sister and I were going by, we're like, oh shit, that guy's going to jump. And we're like, oh fuck. And so my sister drops me off and she says, I'm going to go see if the jumper jumped. And she leaves. It's like, okay. It was creepy. Yeah. So that was, but it was a good dinner. Visiting my relative. It wasn't nearly as painful as I thought it would be. It was decent and the food was good. And so everything was fine.
Somebody said in the chat, we've lost 15 viewers and we don't care. We care about the viewers, but we just talk on here. It goes where it goes. and if you don't know that now, you must be new here.
Yeah. We have fans who are like listening to
really nice.
half the time at work and stuff.
What on earth?
Scribe,
The jumper must have seen the new healthcare plan. That's awesome.
No, let's go back to the superhero stuff. They seem to hate it. So I hope Spider-Man is great.
Stuff I haven't watched yet.
Yeah, we got to let SDA into the conversation.
It has
She's been
to be
quiet for too long.
SDA approved.
What do you want to talk about, SDA?
I don't
Well,
know.
what's on your mind, SDA?
Me? I don't know.
SDA approved instead of FDA approved.
Yeah.
She's been bitching all night because you weren't here yet, Scribe.
I told you. You missed me.
I did.
Oh.
It was almost like she liked you.
Almost.
No, we're not.
Almost.
I'm not doing the smoking thing tonight, Timothy, because I hurt myself today and
hurt myself
today.
See if I still feel.
Sorry.
All right. Thank you, Johnny Cash. Next.
You're welcome.
More questions from the chat. We're actually paying attention to it now.
Oh,
There's a question in the side chat.
Wait a minute.
Copy pasted it in
Why
there.
am I not modded? What did you do to me?
You did
I
something
took
the other
over.
day. I forget what it was.
I didn't do anything the other day.
Yes, you did. You put somebody on a 300-second timeout.
I did not.
You did
no,
too.
that wasn't SDA.
That wasn't me.
No, yes, it was. Yes, it was. Because when you did it, I told you not to, and you did it anyway.
I don't remember that.
What did they say?
Oh,
I
look,
don't
300
know.
seconds is the default. All you have to do is click the thing. Sorry.
Monkey, do you like Mason
it.
Morris?
I like Mason Morris a lot.
Okay.
I want my wrench back.
Are you gonna behave with it?
I'll behave.
She has to wait for her timeout.
Wait, you are a wench.
Oh my God. Anyhow, what's going on in the world today? Anybody been watching the news? Have we
Let's
missed anything
see.
important?
Supreme Court Justice confirmation hearing.
Oh yeah.
Comey and the Russia ties and/or the wiretapping. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw
that's-
Comey said that there was no connection
Right.
Yeah, and
to Russia and the.
Yeah, they didn't find a connection. Gorsuch doesn't look like he's going to get confirmed for the Supreme Court.
Really?
Problems, yeah. I've been keeping up with it since we do the morning show. I have an AP app and a routers app. I keep wanting to call it the way it's spelled.
Bless you.
Yeah, I know.
No, Monkey put me in timeout.
No,
I didn't put you in timeout.
You did.
I
He
didn't.
put
You're
me
in the penalty
timeout.
box?
That was me.
Ed put you in
Did
timeout.
you put me in timeout right before he gave me a wrench again?
Were you cross-checking?
Apparently, he is not. Some of the answers, obviously, the Democrats did not like, even though most of his answers from the article were middle of the road. They said that he would stick to the letter of the Constitution, that the Supreme Court was not to make laws, but to adjudicate them.
No, they can't. The Democrats can't stop him.
And
No,
well,
they don't have the votes.
they need 60 votes, and there's only 52
Oh,
Republicans.
the problem with that is the Democrats exercise the nuclear option, which is on the table. So if it comes to that, the Republicans will just pull the trigger on it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Moderator spots are not for sale, guys. Sorry. If they were, I'd have to have made Timothy one already.
$100
Oh, yeah,
and you
no
can be a
shit.
mod. $100 on Monkey.
You should have Timothy on the
Oh,
screen.
right. It was somebody who blasphemed against Ranch. They deserve
Oh yeah,
it.
yes. See, it was you did do something. Yeah,
He
we should have Timothy on
blasphemed
sometime if
against
he wants to.
What can I say?
I still want Carrie on.
Who?
Carrie Ann.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about trying to get her on my Scribe stream before you had a chance.
Oh,
you
the hot
fucker.
banjo chick.
I haven't done it yet, but I was thinking about it. I didn't want to hurt your feelings though.
Get her on now. I'm gonna
I've
be
tried.
sleazy
She's
as fuck
shy.
with her.
No, I'm not having you on. I don't want to scare her away on the first try.
Aw, man.
Yeah, no, it's just
I
gonna
might
be
not
me
even let you in the chat.
It's gonna be me and Monkey, me and Monkey and Carrie, just 2-on-1.
Oh God.
You're afraid she's gonna fall in love with me, and then you're gonna be jealous.
Oh,
No,
So
that is
all-
not that is not
deny
something
that.
I
You're too
fear.
pretty.
That is not something.
yeah,
I
ranch
fear.
dressing sucks. Oh, sorry.
Ranch dressing is the bomb.
Can we
sorry.
kick
Ranch
Mad
dressing
Woman out then?
sucks. Good God, go back to
STA
Russia.
takes her ranch dressing
Put her
very
in
serious.
timeout.
I like blue cheese and Italian.
Oh my God! Yes, can we? She got to go.
Blue
That's
cheese. How can you
Ugh.
eat that? It looks like
You
ranch dressing went
devil.
bad.
No, I actually like the cheese, not the dressing. I like it crumbled. Actually,
Well, that's.
I don't give a shit. It still tastes like vomit.
I can't even try it because it looks so nasty.
I also like Italian.
Kick SDA.
Right? Why can't I find your account? I don't know. Was my channel destroyed while I was out at dinner?
Oh,
Which account did you look for? Scribe Light.
Yeah, it's Scribe Space Light. I don't know if that makes a difference. Let me make sure my channel wasn't deleted while I was gone.
Light.
Nope,
He
it's
actually
still-
spells it right.
It's still there. Yeah, I didn't spell it like an idiot.
Lite.
Light.
of course, I guess to redeem myself, I would have to say my favorite pizzas are ground beef, bacon, and ham and pineapple.
All cheese is mold. All cheese is mold, but some of it tastes better than others.
Yes, it's true.
Ham.
So are we talking about anything in particular? Or are we just
Hi,
like,
this is Kyle.
mumbling at each other?
Well, we started out talking about my new video and how pissed off I was that some people don't get what a manipulative little shit that
Oh yeah, I watched
Eli
it this morning.
Bosnick is.
Yeah, you talked about
I
it last
noticed-
night. Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead, Scribe.
I was going to say you talked about it last night, and I didn't know the guy in particular, and so I didn't know what you're talking about. Then I watched the video. I was like, yeah, I can kind of see what you're talking about because he reminds me of people I've known who have been very. I talked about a guy last night who was basically a con man kind of thing, a very confidence builder individual. Yeah, that's kind of like what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
And if you watch the rest of that live stream, it becomes even more clear. I only picked out the part where he actually he fucking factually tells you he manipulates people.
Yeah.
Right.
And I mistakenly thought that would be enough. So I should have included a couple of the other parts, and I'll probably make a follow-up video to it.
Yeah.
I think most people were expecting you to comment on the whole live stream and have the whole live stream on the thing, and that's you don't usually do videos that long.
Yeah, my fans should know better than that. It's an hour and 12 minutes for the whole live stream, and no. And then you'd have to watch Bearing's live stream also to get the full aspect of it.
Yeah.
What the hell is meat spin?
Oh shit! Don't Google it now. Not during the stream. It's probably not good for your health. But yeah, meat spin's right up there with Tub Girl.
Oh God.
Or Goatsy. It's one of those things. Yeah. So just
Tub Girl. That takes me back.
I don't know what any of that is, and
it's better that you don't.
I don't want to know.
It's two girls. One. It's not quite as bad as two girls, one cup, but it's up there.
Stop. That's bad.
Yeah, you don't need to.
You spin me right round, baby, right round. Yeah, that's the best. That's the best soundtrack to be watching meat spin to.
I like when you sing. You and Ed should do a duet.
Ooh, what you want to do? Titanic?
Do Ebony and Ivory.
Oh God, I haven't sung that in a long time. Ebony and I only know the Homer Simpson version.
Oh God.
I only know the Saturday Night Live version that
No.
Eddie Murphy and who the hell was that other guy? I forget who was playing Frank Sinatra for it. No, that would have been much better.
Oh, Chevy Chase. I don't know.
I'll remember his name eventually.
Yeah, I only sing a couple of songs well because I practiced them, but otherwise I just sort of mumble through everything else.
Yeah. That's the first part. I'm like, nope, don't remember much of it.
Joe Piscopo, thank you so much, Scott.
Oh yeah, Joe Piscopo. He was on Star Trek: The Next Generation a couple times.
Yeah.
He played the holodeck stand-up comedian that tried to teach Data humor. It was so weird to see Joe Piscopo anywhere other than Saturday Night Live, because did he ever do anything else? Not really.
He did Sidekicks.
No.
That wasn't that great of a movie. It was great for comedy, and that was about it.
Sidekicks. Fuck. Yeah. Oh God.
I think my favorite.
Snowstorm.
Hi, Snowstorm. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Snow. You're the $2 wonder every night.
Yeah, I think my favorite line from Sidekicks was when he was trying to teach the kid the martial arts, and he goes, "Yes, you call you Mr. Dumpling because you're never ready."
Oh God, was that the Chuck Norris movie with what's his name?
Backspin.
Comedy. Yes.
Yeah.
Backscan in the chat says, "One day we'll find porn with Scribe in it. 2 girls, 1 plunger."
Yeah, no, that was a private show. I didn't film that one.
Oh, Dead Heat. That was such a bad movie.
Oh, Jesus. Dead Heat.
Was Joe Piscopo ever in a good movie?
Yeah. God, Dead Heat. Not as good as Red Heat. Or
actually,
Chain Heat.
Joe Piscopo was in Johnny Dangerously.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
he was the bad guy. Yeah.
Oh, God.
That bad.
God. Johnny Dangerously.
I love Johnny Dangerously.
Holy shit, I haven't seen that forever.
Back.
You farted asshole.
Yeah. God.
That's on you, Thunder Lizard. We told you not to.
You just love what song? Pop-Tart, I missed it. What?
Can we get more questions? I want more questions.
Probably not.
Johnny Dangerously thinking, like, what's my favorite Mickey Rourke movie? It's got to be Angel Heart.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Angel Heart's great.
He's been in so many things where he was also a minor character, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, The Wrestler was probably his most recent really good movie. I mean, that was a great movie. But yeah, Angel Heart, man, that's such Robert De Niro and everything. Oh, it's such a good flick.
I still like the one he did with Don Johnson.
Marlboro Man.
Yeah.
Harley Davidson, Marlboro Man. Yeah, that is
there you go, Harley Davidson.
That is a niche movie to like because first off, it's relatively obscure now, and secondly, it's kind of cheese, but it is entertaining. Yeah.
Dracula Dead and Loving It.
I don't think he was in that one.
No, he wasn't. I think they're just throwing out movies right now.
Oh.
Well, we do have a few questions. Favorite
your Dear Dumbass videos.
What's that?
Someone's missing your Dear Dumbass videos.
Yes, I know. Well, they don't come out on Fridays. They come out on Wednesdays, and my schedule has gotten so screwed up. Making videos is incredibly hard. And and I just missed it. And hopefully I will get one out tomorrow so that it'll be ready for Wednesday. Favorite 80s horror franchise?
80s horror franchise.
It had to be Nightmare on
For
Elm
me,
Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street for me, just because I like Freddy.
I was dead.
Evil Dead. Yeah,
Was anime a mistake?
Yes.
always,
Absolutely.
Yes.
always.
Monkey, do you know what a blue waffle is?
Oh dear Christ!
I don't.
Don't look it up either. It's right up there with meat spin. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Beautiful.
Don't do it.
Has. I know there was another question here. Where'd
Oh,
it go?
Puppet Master. You're right. Candyman. You're right. Puppet Master was a great franchise. That was a hilarious movie, especially Puppet Master 2, where the girl gets out of bed and she's topless. That was my favorite scene as a kid. I was like, oh, she's so pretty.
As fuck.
Hellraiser was all right.
Hellraiser was
bad.
too gory.
It got bad after a while. I mean, the Hellraiser 2 was probably better than Hellraiser 1.
One of the
And
rare
then-
times where
but-
the
Why are we kicking SDA? Because I wasn't alive in the 80s?
You weren't alive in the 80s?
No, she's a 90s baby.
Oh, shit. Yeah, go
She's
away.
a young one.
Go away.
Shut up.
Baby of the chat.
Chucky? Oh my
You
God.
love
Okay, Pop Tart, ask a question right now. I promise you I'll catch it.
Yeah, there you go. Pop Tart gets first billing here.
Yes. And I will wait to talk about anything else. I'm just going to sit here and talk until you ask a question.
Okay.
The
Pop-Tart.
aristocrats joke is awful.
Depends on who's telling it.
Chat's going really fast.
You can take
Favorite
2
Mel
minutes.
Brooks movie?
Well, we talked about this before.
Yeah, for me,
Yours is Blazing Saddles.
yes, it has to be.
Baseball.
Blazing Saddles is on Netflix. I was really excited to see that.
Yeah, Pop Tart, you got to ask a question.
Oh, yeah.
I'm having
LOL,
to.
okay. Yeah. Okay. Pop Tart. This is the time.
She went, LOL, okay.
We put her
You're
on.
the star of the show, Pop Tart. Come on.
For the record, I've talked with Lucky Pop Tart. She's really nice.
Why don't you have her on the stream?
I would. We'll have to do that sometime. But
Yeah, you
we have
could.
5
There are
people.
so many people.
You know how? Yeah, I get a lot of requests for people here.
Mhm.
Which is hard because I try to keep it at 4 people, and I send out the invite to this to Scribe, SDA, and Satsu every time, and I never know who all's going to show up.
Well, I think you should just keep it to 3 and just have a rotating chair of number 3.
No.
Anyone actually want to be over 100? No forever young
wanna
shit.
roll up.
Is that a question, Pop Tart, or are you just making a
SDA
statement?
is any if you work public. What the fuck does that mean?
Did Lucky Pop Tart ask something?
She kind of did. I think.
Oh, I see. No
There's
forever
no question
young
mark.
shit. Oh, forever. Does anybody understand the reference Forever Young?
Forever.
Oh, you
Well,
mean where you
aside
get to
from-
stay that? Yeah,
The Mel Gibson movie?
Yes, there you go. Very good.
yeah.
Transformers. I'm a Transformers kid.
Yes, I
Um,
would absolutely love to be over 100. If they cure dying in my lifetime, I'll be a happy person.
Yeah, if I was functional and cognizant of
Yeah.
things, sure. But
I
if I
wanna
was just
die
like
in
some
10 years.
invalid, no.
10 years. 10 more years and I'm done.
I can help you with that right now.
10 years.
No. I
In 10 years,
Why
guys
wait
can
10
talk
years?
about Punisher again.
Somebody asked
Settle
Transformers
this shit.
or Voltron. I'd have to flip a coin, honestly.
If I wrote the
Voltron.
Punisher, I would just make him a social justice warrior.
Oh God.
Go around.
The
Killing
older I get, the
homophobes,
more I want to live to be at
racists.
least 100.
SDA, is any of your writing public?
No.
Because it's
Not-
all dirty.
Dear Diary.
Sure.
Dear Bay, I so want to come to Australia and play with your wallaby.
Scribe's turning into N before our eyes.
Turning into what?
N.
Okay.
Oh God, no! I could if I really put my mind to it, I could probably beat out. No, that sounds wrong. Not beat out N.
Especially
could-
from you.
I could outdo N for erotica if I really put my mind to it because I've done it for years previous to this.
All right, here's a morbid question. I think of if you killed yourself, how would you be punished? You'd be dead. How would you kill you? How would you?
You mean in hell?
I think they're talking about like
Hmm.
for believers
Oh, I was about to
Oh.
say I'd be forced to watch Iron Fist again.
for eternity.
So the Lucky Pop-Tart asked me why my writing isn't public. It is. It's just under my name, so no.
James
does have it.
Smith.
Public, just not where you'll be able to find it.
Yeah.
Oh, tell Willow I said hi, Lucky Pop-Tart. I wouldn't go to tier 3 of heaven. You know, I never liked the idea of heaven because it's supposed to be this perfect place, and I think perfect is different for all of us. And if I ended up in somebody else's perfect place, it would piss me off.
Yeah.
Because my perfect place has lots
the way
of
it works is if all individuality is removed from you.
Yeah.
And you can't sin. Give me no.
Sinning is
Would
the
you
best
beat out
part.
Ranting Monkey or spank him, Scribe? Thank you, Point. Scribe, did you see the question?
Would you beat out Ranting Monkey or spank him?
Beat off?
Well, given that I'm a bit of a sadist, I'd probably spank him because he hates having his butt touched.
See,
Yeah,
you know me so well.
If I only had two choices, that's probably where I would go.
Ever
I need
seen
a
The
"Don't
Last
Touch the
Dragon?
Butt" T-shirt.
Michael Phelps, my smush cookie, don't touch the butt.
I wore my Smush Cookie t-shirt today.
Yay, what'd they say?
Nobody said anything.
Nobody asked you anything?
No.
Really? Could they?
You'll have to wear it a few more times.
Yeah, I'll wear it a couple more times and see if
Okay.
anybody asks me what a Smush Cookie is.
All right. What would
and why
you tell them
Michael
when they
Phelps is
do?
spelled wrong. What?
What would you tell them when they ask about
I
the
have
t-shirt?
no idea, actually.
We should think about that. What kind of answer will you give?
Yeah. What do I say?
Diving into the pleasure
something
palace?
I mean, how do I explain that it's aggressively eating out a snoochadoodle?
That's exactly what you have to say. And then they'll go like, "What the hell is a snoochadoodle?" And you explain that. It's like a 3-level joke. It's perfect.
All right, next.
Don't
question.
say eating out, just say eating.
Aggressively
Faith is
eating.
Abdication of Reason wants to know if anybody has ever seen The Last Dragon.
I have not.
A long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
No, don't say eating out. Say feasting on.
Yeah, there you go.
That'll really throw them. Like feasting on the snoochadoodle. Like, what's a snoochadoodle? They'll probably think you're saying like snickerdoodle, and they'll be like, "Oh,
It's eating a cookie.
eat my cookie. Yes, it's my cookie. Snoochadoodle. Snickerdoodle. Snoochadoodle."
Okay, next question is, what is heaven is your individual idea of a place? What if heaven is your individual idea of a perfect
Heaven is with Bay.
I'd be in a trailer park.
I am not reading that question. I'm sorry. I'm not reading that question, Jersey Boy.
Somebody said that I should put everybody's names in the description. Scribe and SDA are already there, pretty much by default these days. I will add Madwoman and Ed at the end, so you guys can find them.
Let's see. What will my version of heaven be?
What does Smush Cookie taste like?
Yeah.
There's nothing else that it does taste like.
Yeah, Smush Cookie
Yeah.
just tastes like Smush Cookie.
Yep.
Let's see. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth.
Oh God, here's
You should have sang it.
Scribe. I've heard.
I can't sing it.
Starfighter reboot thoughts.
Pointless and
no,
unnecessary.
Don't do that.
No.
Reissue the original into the theaters. Don't waste your time trying to remake that kind of magic. Especially with the Music Man being the fucking sort of old man wizard that follows him around.
Yeah, just
the guy
leave
in
the
the
last
car.
Starfighter alone. It
I
was
forget what
good
his
how
name
it
is
was.
now. It was a great name though.
Now, if they wanted to make a sequel, I wouldn't have as much of an objection, but don't remake it.
I would.
Yeah. Well, they're doing that with Flatliners. They're making a sequel, which is amazing to me. It's like, good God, they're really digging deep for franchises they've left behind.
I don't mind if they make a sequel. I just don't want to anything. I just don't want a reboot of shit. Leave stuff how it was.
Well,
The Flatliners thing actually makes me more upset because that's
I
an
don't know.
adult movie.
Peter,
No,
I have
not-
a
it's not an
secret.
adult
You're gonna have to
movie.
Scroll backwards to see the questions. If you write the question again, I promise to read it out loud.
Is it not an adult movie? Like,
Flatliners was, I mean, it was an R-rated movie, but it wasn't like XXX movie.
Spencer Scribe answered the
no,
question.
That's what I meant. It's for grown-ups.
What now?
They re-asked the
Fuck you,
question.
I like
at the-
Flatliners.
Why did they
Hang
re-ask the
on.
question I already answered?
Yes, he already answered. He said he would spank me.
Yeah, if I only had two options, that's where I'd go.
What if you
Flatliners
had
2,
more
even
than
flatter.
2 options?
Oh, I'm not quite that creative when it comes to Monkey.
Okay.
I'd probably like put him in attraction or something.
That's actually not very comfortable.
I know,
There's-
but it's
That
probably
was
good for you
nowhere
at this
near
point.
as much fun as I was hoping it would be.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not fun at all. I'm boring.
You are too.
I know.
You came in ready to swing, man. That was nice.
Hey, the first thing you say is you start complimenting the Punisher in the Daredevil series. Like, no, fuck no. I did not just come out of
great.
and walk into this shit.
He's probably
What
the
was
best
great?
Punisher.
Oh God.
What now?
When I set up the stream here, don't fight again. When I set up the stream here, the second comment before the video even started was in before movie talk.
Hey, he talked about a
I was
TV
like, that's beautiful.
series. We weren't talking about movies at first, but we had to go there.
Who doesn't like?
We really
movie
haven't
talk?
done
What's
too
wrong
much
with
on
your
it.
audience?
Well, we talk about movies a lot.
Yeah, we do.
Movie
it's
talk is good.
It's become a running gag here. So,
Yeah.
Smoke or
Smoke or
Reptile? I always liked Reptile.
What does that mean?
I like Smoke.
Yeah,
Mortal
Smoke is
Kombat.
cool, but I always kind of like Mortal Kombat stuff.
What's
I mean,
okay.
Sub-Zero.
Reptile was a secret character in Mortal Kombat 1,
Mhm.
and then he became a playable character, I believe, in Mortal Kombat 2, where Smoke became the secret character in Mortal Kombat 2.
Didn't you have to do you had to do a fatality off the bridge area? I don't remember.
Yeah, there was some kind of there was a trick about Reptile in the first one where you had to do some kind of kooky combo on the bridge, and then you got Reptile access.
Okay, here's a question I have. If somebody doesn't make content and you follow them, can you follow their comments?
What do you mean?
No, yeah. I
Follow
think you
where they
can.
comment on things.
No, I don't know.
I
I've
I
never
don't know.
wanted to do that.
I don't think so, but I don't know. That'd be really weird.
I think you can if you go to their channel, and you can see where they commented. I don't know.
I know you can see it if they like videos and stuff. I don't know. Somebody asked me earlier today.
It has to do with your settings, though.
Okay.
Like I can set it so you can't see anything I can do.
Thor or Captain America in a dirty way? Captain
Well,
America.
I've seen both porn parodies of both characters, and I think Captain America had the prettier girls.
Did you?
And a hush fell over the crowd. Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you made a gay question straight.
Oh. No, I thought they was talking about independently of each other. Okay, well.
I think they were asking you which one you would fuck,
Oh.
not which one you want to be.
Oh. No, I wouldn't go there. I've seen their porns. It's fine.
I do want to point out that the only one who's been paying really close attention to the chat is somebody who's here for their first time.
I've been
Mad
watching
Woman
it
is
too.
trying.
I've been watching the chat.
Yeah,
I know.
I get beat out from saying anything because other people are.
I never got into Logan's Run,
What, the original?
the original. I think I
Well,
was too young.
It's cheese entertainment. I know they're thinking about remaking it, which is just like why
Yeah.
again? But yeah,
And he would have been excited to see that. Reanimator.
Oh God, just about anything Lovecraft, even if it's bad, I'll watch it
Yeah.
at least once. Reanimator, the first one was great. The really good one, the really unknown one that most people don't talk about is the Unspoken. And
The
I
Unspoken.
think it was the Unspoken or the Unnamed, something like that. Anyway, it was a movie version of The Case of Charles Dexter Ward, which is one of Lovecraft's lesser known stories. But as far as being accurate to the book, it was about as faithful as you could possibly get. And this was like the early 90s or something. Chris Sarandon was in there, who was the vampire in Fright Night, if you guys remember Fright Night.
I do.
He did a great job in that movie. So yeah, if you can, I'll look up the real name. I think it was either called The Unspoken or The Unnamed. I'll double check.
You know, there was a Lovecraftian, but I am drawing a blank, and it's gonna drive me fucking crazy. It's about the things you can't see, but they're there. Fuck.
Okay.
There's a recent movie that's loosely based on a Lovecraft story that I'm gonna have to remember later, because if you can't think of it, then I won't be able to. I think it was on Netflix.
I think I know what you're talking about.
It had the guy who played Buffalo Bill in it,
okay.
and he did sort of a Hunter S. Thompson type character.
Let's see. So I don't remember the name of the story, but I remember the character, and it was Arthur Tillinghast. So let me double check here. Arthur Tillinghast. Where is it? Oh, for God's sake! There really was a guy named Arthur Tillinghast. Fine. Let's try that again. From Beyond. Yeah. So there was a
From Beyond. Yes.
Yeah, From
and there was a
Beyond,
movie that's.
Yes. So there was a series of movies that Richard Band produced, and one of them was Reanimator, and another one was From Beyond, and they both starred or had in the roles of Jeffrey Combs, who is so closely identified with Lovecraft now because he did Reanimator and so many other things. And From Beyond is probably just slightly less awesome than the original Reanimator film. It's very cheese. The really cool thing about Jeffrey Combs is he embraces his sort of association with Lovecraft lore at this point. And he did, I think, one of the best book on audio things ever, because he did an audio version of the Reanimator that is top notch. I think you can find it on YouTube or elsewhere. You can find a copy of Jeffrey Combs reading the Reanimator in a dramatic way. It is excellent. Absolutely excellent.
I really wish they'd get a good Call of Cthulhu movie and get it right.
The closest they've had is the H.P. Lovecraft Historical Society produced a silent film that used special effects from the 1930s and stuff to produce it. So it had stop motion, it had forced perspective. It's really, really good. Their follow up,
I saw that
which
on YouTube.
it's I mean, it's really good. I was really impressed with it at the time, and it's probably as close as they're going to get to an actual.
The closest they got to it was the actual video game Call of Cthulhu, which is actually really good.
Oh, Dark Corners of the Earth.
Dark Corners of the Earth. I really fucking enjoyed that game.
Yeah, that's kind of a mashup of Shadow over Innsmouth and some Cthulhu stuff, but it's decent, but it's a little difficult. It's got a bit of a difficult entry point for most players, but it's good.
I think it does, but it's worth it if you get into it.
Yeah, I've got several H.P. Lovecraft inspired films in my collection, and even the there's actually small collections of short films you can find on Amazon still, I think, called like the H.P. Lovecraft. I think it's just called The Collection, and there was a pilot for a BBC TV series based on Lovecraft that never got picked up, but it was really cool.
I was wondering why you guys weren't hearing me. I had muted myself and forgot. Mara Jane Wilson, Scribe would spank SDA.
Would I? Sure.
Yes.
You're asking the hard-hitting questions, chat.
Hard-hitting.
Very well played.
You're all right.
So who all went and watched the Page video today?
The what?
The WWE star whose sex tape was leaked.
I was at work and then at dinner. I didn't see this. So I'll look this up now.
Oh, I
you gotta look it up.
This Page. Who is this? Is this a chick?
Her name is Paige. Yeah, and
who's she having sex with?
A couple of people.
Oh.
At one time, at the same time.
Nice.
Well, in fairness, she doesn't actually have sex with two people at the same time. She has sex with one guy while the other one has a camera for the money shot right behind her. And there's another camera filming off to the side.
Is this totally planned for a publicity stunt?
I don't know, because she seems upset by it.
But that doesn't mean anything.
I don't even know who this is, so it's kind of just
like, me neither. I didn't either. I saw your boy Pat had a video on it today, and I'm like,
I'm watching it now. Holy shit!
Starts out pretty good, doesn't it? Surprise ending at the beginning.
I'm okay. So she didn't know this was going to be leaked.
No.
This seems. See, at this point, I don't know. People who put if she honestly is surprised or shocked or upset by this.
Scribe sent it to me. I'm curious.
I didn't
It's
send it
just
to you.
porn. It's just amateur porn.
Make sure she's above
Oh, you
age.
want me to-
Get an
oh,
ID.
Yeah, I agree. I'll send you the link. It's the free celeb jihad is the page that I
Yes.
found it on.
Celeb Jihad is where you watch it.
Yeah.
I'm on Pornhub.
Yeah, it'll be there in about 5 seconds.
Yeah, but there's also a lot of stolen photos that went along with it. But the tape itself is actually pretty good. She should make that. She should go pro.
See, I have a hard time having a whole lot of empathy for people who digitally record anything and upload it anywhere.
I don't know why anybody records themselves anymore.
Yes, exactly. I mean, if you want to take like Polaroid pictures of yourself that you lock in a safe somewhere, fine. But if you upload them somewhere, yes, you have every right to privacy, but you are taking a major risk. That's all I'm going to say.
Yep, your right to privacy is not going to stop that shit from getting out.
Wow, she's not as busty as I thought she was. I guess it's a lot of makeup and push-up and stuff.
Oh, you
Oh,
actually
yeah.
know who this is?
My friends and I, not too long ago, had a WWE spate of just watching it and stuff because a friend of ours is really into it, and so we watched some of the plot lines and things. So I've seen her before. I'm just surprised that
I miss the old plot lines.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I like back in the Hulk Hogan days of stuff. It was just so much nicer. They were ridiculous without being too overly dramatic.
yeah.
They were cartoonish. Oh,
Now I need to smoke too. Nice.
Okay, that's enough of that. Let me get off of that.
You're gonna get off on that.
And unlike
Let me get off.
unlike
on
porn
that.
to
Let me
change the
bookmark
subject.
that. She's kind of tiny. She's too tiny for me.
She is really thin,
Yeah, she's a little,
but she can take a big dick. I ain't gonna lie.
Claim to fame.
Oh god,
Can take a big
this is
dick.
a montage of different sex videos. Holy shit!
Yes.
Yeah. I like it. I like that girl. Who is the chick who said she'll do its sex tape after 1 million subs?
Oh, Zoe Berger,
Burger.
or
Yeah.
Barger, whatever her name is. Yeah.
No. Lena the plug.
What?
That's really her
Lena
name.
the plug.
Lena the plug.
Never heard.
Oh,
of
I
it.
didn't hear about that one.
She's thick. She looks nice. Yeah. So she's like, I'll do a sex tape when I get 1 million subs. But if you look her up, there's already one out there.
Oh, nice. Way to jump the gun.
But I mean, I
Okay,
guess this
well-
one will be better produced.
Okay, that's enough of that. It's interesting, but I mean, it's a sex tape, whatever.
The reason I brought it up is for what you were bringing
Yeah.
up. I don't understand why people film themselves anymore or take pictures, or it's going to come out at some point.
Yeah, when the whole Jennifer Lawrence thing came out and the fappening and all the other celebrities and such, I mean, it obviously was horrible for the people who had their privacy compromised, and I completely understand that.
Mhm.
Same token, and of course, everybody who made a claim otherwise is like, oh, you're just victim blaming. I'm like, no, I'm not. The person who did this, they did it. The people who uploaded their videos did not ask for this to be happening or did not intend that stuff to be public. But if you are uploading digital information, doesn't matter what it is, whether it's photos or video or documents or whatever, if you're uploading that stuff into the cloud or just online in any way, shape, or form, you are taking a risk.
Yeah.
If you put it on a computer that's connected to the internet, even if
Yes.
you don't, somebody can get in there and find it.
And especially if you're doing it through your phone, for God's sakes, if you're going to film
Yeah.
it on your phone, if you've got a isolated digital video recording device and you keep the discs all to yourself and you never upload it anywhere and you don't keep it onto a hard drive connected to the internet, that is about as close as you're going to get to quote unquote safety. Otherwise,
Yeah.
understand when you do this, it's sort of like people coming to this country and then like complaining that they might get ripped away from their family. If you come into this country illegally, you risk being taken out of this country legally. If you
Yeah.
upload stuff to the internet or you upload stuff to an online cloud, you may not have it exposed, but you are risking that it will be exposed. That's just the reality of the situation.
It was like when everybody was all excited about the fact that you can now have your wallet on your smartphone. And
Oh,
I'm like,
God.
I will never, ever do that.
Yeah.
Period. That is stupid. Because if they steal your phone, they have all your information. Every single bit of it. It's dumb.
And it's an unfortunate truth, but that is just reality. And especially if you're a celebrity with a high profile, or you're just someone in your little community that makes it known that you're going to have a sex tape or something, just either monetize it to begin with or don't do it. That's pretty much all I have to say.
Well, if you watch that video, there's only a couple parts of it that she's filming herself. All of the other ones are being filmed by somebody else.
Right.
Can't
Don't
you
let
know
other
that if
people-
You're connected to the internet and you're making a sex tape. You might as well just live stream. LOL.
I don't understand what. So I mean, okay, I understand for like couples and things, and for the kink of it to be filmed, or to know that you're being filmed, or to send each other sort of like dirty pictures and stuff. Okay,
I film all
fine.
the time.
But I don't understand if you set up a camera to film yourself having like sex acts with multiple people and everything else. Is this really something you're going to be looking back when you're 60 going like, oh, those were the days? You know, it's like, what is the purpose of this? Seriously, what is the purpose of this
I can
other than
speak
to
to
have it
that.
leak out?
I can speak to that, and absolutely, when I'm 60, I will be looking back and going, those were the days.
Popping some Viagra, watching himself in the glory days.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and Glory Days was
Everyone
a dance
in-
group.
No.
Yes. All right, guys. Is there any more questions from chat?
Hmm.
I
Anything
think-
else you guys want to bring up?
No. I
The
guess.
Jews started all the wars.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God.
All right.
China
Well,
was
this
an inside job.
this stream just got unrestricted. I mean, if talking about the sex tape wasn't enough, or Blue Waffle, or Meat Spin, but yeah, talking about the Jews starting all the wars, yeah, we're now unrestricted.
Sorry.
Okay, Jersey
Yeah.
Boy once again-
You
Post-
sound really sorry.
Jersey Boy once
I'm
again
really sorry.
posted thoughts on ethno-nationalism. That is.
Oh God, can we
It
not?
is like way too late to talk about that. Like,
Yeah, that's a long
Yeah.
conversation. I'm too
Yeah,
drunk.
they
We
for
need
that.
the fluff pieces. Give us fluff questions.
Yeah, give us a fluffer.
Peter wants to know if any of you like the dog of Morse car.
I am so glad I'm not the only one laughing at your little joke there.
Yeah, I was laughing, just not on the outside.
There's a movie called The Fluffer. Just
Wait.
those that you don't
SDA,
know.
do you know what a fluffer is?
Oh yeah,
I
there
know
you go.
what a fluffer is.
What's a fluffer?
Okay.
SDA?
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, what does it relate
Okay,
to?
she knows what it is.
What does it relate to in the broad strokes?
Oh, he's cracking himself up. Garrett, you're so amazing because you watch this channel.
Yeah, exactly.
What is your view on being a fluffer? You know what? There's worse jobs.
What's my view on being a fluffer? Somebody's belly button, probably.
Holy shit. I love when he cracks himself up.
Oh, God, I'm so punch drunk right now, and I'm actually quite literally still tipsy a bit.
If you had to kill one person in this live stream, who would you kill? I would kill Ed because
Oh.
he's the only one that said he wants to die anytime soon.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So-
Well, have him
Bring
sign
it,
him.
bring it,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
have him sign you over into his will first.
Yeah.
I'm sure
I
he's
think
got a
you'll
lot to
find that
leave
in
you.
my old age, I am still quite spry.
You know this
Yeah,
from
I'm a
watching your old
cripple,
sex
so-
tapes.
Yeah. I play back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
back
got
and forth.
sex tapes from when I was 14.
Ugh.
I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
you better erase those, man.
Yeah, I was
Um,
gonna say.
Get your-
Favorite place to visit in the U.S.
Bed.
Virginia Beach.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
love
the
Virginia
bed.
Beach.
West
This-
Palm.
The strip
Miami.
down in Virginia Beach is awesome.
I go to Daytona a lot.
Oh yeah, New Orleans.
If you could, if you had access to nukes, who would you bomb first?
if
What
I had
country?
access to nukes.
Ohio.
That's not a country.
California.
This is where it would go.
North Korea, just to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Except there's a lot of innocent people. There's a lot of innocent people there that are just fucking victims. So
You have strategic nukes.
But
Yeah,
they
you know,
don't
It's good
know.
for them. It's good
So
for
it
them.
yeah, I know. It's just
What they
such
don't know
a
won't
conversation.
hurt. Wait, what?
Oh,
Mhm.
God.
Peterbilt Nation, I don't know who that is.
You gotta watch this video.
Magog
It's
with
hilarious.
Morskar.
Magog?
Mm.
Oh yeah, you have to watch Magog.
Yeah, you do. You do actually. I can second that. He's hilarious. We were on live with him on Irate Bears stream the other day. He's awesome.
If you could fuck one person in the stream, who would it be?
It would also be Ed.
Mad Woman.
Yeah, it'd be Ed. He's a pretty man.
I am.
You got
I
a party
try.
mouth.
Oh.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, we're going through the questions
Sorry,
way too
Aaron.
quick.
Aaron's from Ohio. I'm sorry, Aaron, but you understand. It's time.
No, the penis is not the best entertainment system. Sega Genesis is the best entertainment system.
You get rid of your penis just to be able to.
I
sit
didn't say
perpetually.
that. My penis cannot suddenly, conjure Zombies Ate My Neighbors or Jungle Strike.
Mine can.
That's true.
Whoa.
What's it good for?
Dude, can I play with your joystick sometime?
Anytime you want, sweetie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, you guys are so old.
No, the Genesis was the shit, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It was a shit.
It felt like
That
a
was my
rebel
first
thing
real
against Nintendo who had like dominated the market. Like the 16-bit blast processing came out. It's like, holy shit, Sonic the Hedgehog, yeah.
The Lion King was my first game on Sega Genesis.
Street Fighter, Super.
Do any of you
It was
remember
great.
Counter-Strike? Yeah, gosh, I don't know. Does Counter-Strike a thing still? Oh, Jesus Christ.
I got one that'll make everybody as old as me and possibly older go, oh my god, Ghosts and Goblins.
Oh, I remember Ghosts and Goblins.
Oh, I've seen speed runs of that. We have to do it twice because you beat Satan. It's like, it was just a fake. You have to do it again. You have to do it again.
Yeah. Nintendo Switch, yay or nay? I would give it a try. Looks interesting enough.
I've heard nothing but bullshit about it, so I have no idea. But I haven't had a console
that
in forever,
sucks.
so.
Yeah, and they
I want
asked
Nintendo to do well.
PC or console. I would definitely PC.
Mm-hmm.
Rainbow Six Siege. I remember buying the audiobook for Rainbow Six, the book, because I was such a Tom Clancy freak, and it sucked.
Rainbow
PS4 is
Six
going to let
never-
it exclusive go onto the PC, which is awesome because PS4 has some pretty good exclusives, like the Naughty Dog games. So it's going to be great to have those accessible on the PC.
We had I had bought a cartridge for my Xbox that had all those old 2D games. And my son walked into the kitchen while I was playing Ghosts and Goblins, and he goes, "Oh, it can't be that hard." I said, "Here, give it a shot."
What's my favorite video game?
I said, "First his armor flies off, and then he gets hit. So you got 2 lives technically." Good luck.
What's my favorite video game generation? Whatever one that had Cloak and Dagger in it.
Yeah, being a PC gamer, that's a hard one for me to answer because
Yeah.
it's the
Vampire
PC.
Redemption.
Redemption was good. That was a great game.
That was a great game.
Favorite family table game? Monopoly, but nobody will play with me.
Yeah, same here. They hate me for
Monopoly's
it.
a long haul kind of game.
Actually, Clue. If I had to do a family game, that
Clue,
people
there
actually
you go.
like,
Yeah, Clue.
Stop Thief was a good one.
Joust.
Joust? I hope you mean for video games.
Joust the table game. Holy shit, Dad! Put down the spear. No.
He's commanding us to joust right now.
Joust.
Joust was good.
That's a
That was
weird
good old
word.
school fun.
You say that word enough times, it's
Castle
a really weird
Wolfenstein
word.
back in the day.
Family of 4 has 3 casualties while playing Joust at home. Film at 11.
Is it true that you play WoW? No, I don't. I used to play WoW.
Oh yeah, he was a WoW freakazoid.
I used to run a guild over on Storm Rage for the Alliance for a while. I played on the Underbog for Horde. Played another one for Horde, and I don't remember what it was. It's been a while. I haven't played since Legion released. I bought Legion and then never fucking played it.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, it's
I've
a lance. I
actually
said
been-
spear. Pardon me.
It's a. Do you get that reference? That's from the movie A Knight's Tale.
I've only seen A Knight's Tale once, and it was in the theater. I liked it. I haven't had a
I fucking
conclusion to
love that
watch it
movie.
again. Yeah, I know you do.
The Lance, hello.
It's such a good movie.
Dust.
Dust 2 or Mirage, no idea what that is.
They're
I don't
games.
either.
Well, I
They are
figured that,
games.
jackass.
I'm not a jackass. I'm a donkey.
SDA, you're being quiet over there. What you doing?
She doesn't know shit about video games. She feels left out.
She's thinking about Bay.
She's a gamer,
She's
dude.
also too young.
She's a gamer. You know what I haven't heard tonight? Any
that?
Bengals?
Oh, that's right. She hasn't been jingling.
I'm glad I stopped jingling.
I'm not. I have played Monkey Island, but that was a long time ago.
Oh, Monkey Island was my favorite series as a kid.
Oh, Sam and Max, yo.
No, you're right. You're right. Sam and Max. You guys never noticed, but when I do live streams with my face, I have a Sam and Max hat, the Max on Fire hat. that I got from when Telltale rebooted it, Sam and Max. I was really excited. So
LucasArts Sam and Max was the best, though.
it
The
was.
cartoon was actually pretty.
The cartoon was really good. It was just on the wrong slot. It really wasn't for
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah,
It was more of a teenager kind of thing.
Yeah, it was like a Ren and Stimpy level or Rocco's Modern Life kind of thing.
It was smarter than both of those things, though.
Yeah,
it was verbose and convoluted. Yeah. Too bad for that show. It's actually really good. You can probably watch those shows on YouTube now, like the old Fox Kids show, but it just did not belong on that time slot.
I
Zach,
played Fallout New Vegas. I liked it.
I like watching people play Fallout. I've tried playing Fallout. I played the original Fallout a little bit way back in the day, and Fallout 2.
Yeah.
I tried playing Fallout 3. I have them all on Steam. I bought them when they were super cheap. I tried playing them, but I just can't get into them. I for some reason
I got into Fallout 3, but now I agree with you. I can't go back now. And Fallout 4, I hated it.
I've never played Fallout 4.
Played 1 and 2 all the way through, 3 all the way through. Most of New Vegas. 4 bored the shit out of me.
It was just
New Vegas was definitely great. New Vegas was definitely great.
Yeah, Ronan got jealous because I was the first one of the two of us that played that game that found the really good rifle.
Yeah, the only super duper like first person RPG I played all the way through was probably Bloodlines. I love Bloodlines. I could play that.
Bloodlines was great.
Yeah, it was so well done, and just the slight variations on things was so much fun to play.
Yeah, I'm really into horror games, though. You guys into horror games?
Horror games? Yeah, I love playing horrors.
Leisure Suit Larry.
Leisure Suit Larry.
I love that game too. That was one of those games that we weren't allowed to have. You know.
Oh yeah,
that was a lot of fun. But like I like good old. I used to love fucking Silent Hill.
The closest I've come to a horror game was Fear, which I loved.
Fear's not a horror game.
Yes,
it's
it is.
Good.
Yeah,
it's good, but I don't know. It's a.
Well, have you played Resident Evil 7 and scared the shit out of yourself?
Yeah.
I never got into Resident Evil.
I liked 7. It really borrowed a lot from Outlast, which is a great underrated game.
Yeah, borrowed a lot from Texas Chainsaw Massacre too.
Well, yeah, the narrative did, yeah, but the whole gameplay style, the whole like sneaking around which also I guess you could say was Clock Tower, right? Yeah. Old school Clock Tower, but Outlast was the one to really make that kind of style come back and work.
Well, Outlast was just a great sort of streamer game. I mean, there's a lot of games like Five Nights at Freddy's and things that have gotten a lot more play on just being a streamer game than actual games that people play themselves, I think.
Outlast is great, though. I'm really excited about the second one. It had more of a story to it than I thought it did, because I thought it was just like a little indie thing. But if you get into it, you play it, and you play the DLC, there's a whole narrative. There's a whole... It's a full-on
story?
Game. Yeah, I know. Right? It's not like a procedurally generated fucking Slenderman bullshit that people pass off as horror. It's actually like there's some depth to it. I like it. So
ask SDA questions.
She's being too quiet over there. We need to get her involved. Did we put her to sleep?
No, I'm here.
SDA, what was the first movie you ever went to by yourself?
No, this is gonna be embarrassing.
Like alone, or just
like without your parents, you just went to a movie by yourself kind of thing. You're old enough kind of deal.
Harry Potter.
I've never been. I don't think I've ever actually gone to the movies by myself, but
no.
I think the first one that I saw like with friends, where like we drove there, was Iron Man 2.
Nice.
That's not a bad one to.
You know, my first one was. This is gonna date me, obviously. So when I turned 13 and I could technically go to PG-13 movies, which of course they don't card you for that shit or anything, but the only movie that was around that was PG-13 at the time was Roxanne.
Oh my God, Steve Martin.
And actually, I really enjoyed it, but I mean, it was the first movie I ever went to by myself as a grown 13-year-old. Yeah, that was.
SDA, what was your first concert? Fleetwood Mac when I was 6.
Nice.
Really?
Wow, really nice.
That's impressive.
I have old parents, so
my first concert was Mr. Rogers.
I've also seen the Eagles 3 times.
Now, do you like older music because of your parents?
Yeah, I do. I've seen Eric Clapton too, but that was actually really bad. That wasn't fun. He was awful.
Do you like meatloaf with ketchup on it?
Go to meatloaf again.
I hate you.
I know you do.
Great, get off the stream.
Somebody says they have a really important question. Well, ask.
Yeah,
We might pay attention.
What kind of preambles? I got an important question.
We have been kind of shit at watching the chat, so
That's not an important question.
No, actually, we've been really good about it for us.
This is super chat.
for us.
If you watch like the first 2 streams, we forget chat is even there.
I watch chat
Me
usually
too.
they never mind.
I have that problem in our streams.
Were you
as
going
well.
to insult my chat again?
No, I was not going to insult the chat.
Yes,
I hate to do this to you guys, but my head's starting to hurt from my eye strain, and as you can tell, my voice is going. So I'm going to have to bid you guys a farewell. It's been fun, and thank you for the invite, Monkey.
Oh, thanks for joining us. Have a good night.
You too.
SDA, do you like gladiator movies?
That is an airplane joke.
That is an error. Yeah, I was about to say Peter Graves just said that, right? So, Billy, do you like gladiator movies? You like movies with men who are sweaty?
What questions he asked?
I didn't catch that, but I do know that reference. Damn.
You know, they're thinking about doing a gladiator sequel. I'm not even kidding.
He's
That doesn't
dead.
make sense.
Well, exactly, and they talked about that.
Hold
They were
on,
like,
hold on. Somebody
Yes?
asked me how strong my glasses are. I can see perfectly fine without them, but I have like a slight astigmatism, so they actually help with headaches more than eyesight.
Huh?
SDA, would
gotcha.
you ever go vegan? I've been vegan.
Are you now?
No,
we got an
Okay.
echo
I got
going
hungry.
It's SDA. It's always SDA.
on. SDA, are you echoing us?
She is. We're getting an echo from you.
Literal echo chamber. SDA.
Is it
How
going?
does this always happen? Don't you use
No,
headphones?
it's still
Yeah,
echo-
I do. I've got headphones in.
It's still echoing.
Unbelievable.
How loud are your
Let me-
headphones?
What?
How loud are your headphones?
Quiet as
How
far as I
bad is your
know.
hearing?
Here, mute SDA for a second. Let's test this. Make sure it's her.
Hello?
Testing.
Yeah,
That's her.
not
Yeah, it's
hearing
never
anything.
not been her. I'm telling you guys.
I just making
Okay.
sure. I
Oh,
don't
where'd
think
she
it's
go?
She's gonna leave and come back in.
No,
Oh, man, you chased her out.
that was easy.
Favorite rap song, guys?
Favorite rap song.
I'm going to go old school. Probably, see, that's hard. Probably
Not even
Smooth
try
Operator by
this.
Big Daddy Kane.
Run DMC, Night Before Christmas or whatever, the Christmas song.
Probably.
Oh,
something-
yes, that was so good.
Okay, is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
Testing. Yep.
Yes, it
Probably
is.
Yay.
something by Bone Thugs and Harmony or Tupac. I used to listen to those.
Meet
when I
me
was
at the
young.
crossroads, so you won't be lonely.
Bone Thugs aren't rap.
Yeah, they are.
Bone
Murder,
Thugs
No,
was
they're
not
not.
rap.
Come again. It was rap. It was just a different
It
style
is
of rap.
rap.
What did you
Bone
think?
That's
it
not
was?
rap, white boy.
What do you think
That's
it is?
that's just R&B.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. No,
Yes, it
what
is.
they did was different. They didn't just sing. You guys are fucking stupid. Anyway,
I am not stupid. My mom says I'm smart.
you fucking you don't understand anything. You don't understand my culture.
You're right.
I'm part of
I
my
don't understand
probably.
your culture.
I'm probably part
SD,
of
do you have a
you're right.
favorite rap
I
song?
don't understand penicillin.
Do I have a
much, you're right.
what?
Favorite rap song?
Yeah, actually I do, but it's in German.
Doesn't
and-
count.
I'm bad at pronouncing the name, but it's really good.
Okay.
Wait, was it Rammstein?
No, it literally means blue lights in German, and it's by Nate 57. It's really good.
Oh, Blau something or other.
Somebody
yeah.
said Ice Ice Baby in the chat, and you might have been joking, but that is
No,
an awesome
that's-
fucking song.
Yeah.
Isn't that by Vanilla Ice?
Yes.
According
it
to
is.
my parents, on a plane one time, he held me as a baby.
If you got a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the beat while the DJ revolves it. Ice, ice, baby.
That song still rocks. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Tupac,
That song's
Tupac
awesome.
was the shiznit, y'all.
Tupac wasn't bad.
sure. Tupac was better than all the people you're listing.
California.
Better than Big Daddy Kane, go fuck yourself. Fucking white boy.
California.
Yeah, Data Wasteland put the title of the song in the chat. I just don't know how to say it correctly.
Where is it?
Cracker.
Oh, Blaulicht.
Yeah,
Blaulicht.
it's
Sounds
really
like somebody
good.
barfing.
It's German. It's German. Of course, it sounds like boffing.
Eminem's my favorite rapper. There.
I'm sorry.
Oh God. I was just joking about you being a white boy, but damn.
I can relate.
Kill motherfucking Depeche Mode. Okay.
What?
I don't know if somebody doesn't like Depeche Mode.
No, KMFDM.
I like Depeche
Oh.
Mode.
Kill motherfucking Depeche Mode. That's what came. And no one went. Full joke.
Jim Carrey's version of Ice Ice Baby was funny as shit. It was on in living
Robert Van
color.
Winkle.
Yes.
Got the hair. It's so good.
I could actually sing it if I sang on my streams. I do know the words.
He's going to be in some like indie movie or something that's coming out about like Mexican cannibals with Keanu Reeves.
What?
Jim Carrey.
That's,
Yeah, no, I'm serious. Like
That's weird.
Jason Momoa, Keanu Reeves, Jim Carrey, and some like model turned actress. God, it's called The Bad Batch, and it's about some like cult in Mexico that's like cannibals. It's really surreal looking. You can find the trailer. It just came out the other day.
You know what we need? We need a new Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
They've been teasing
Sequel.
that for a while. Like what's his name? Alex Winters and Keanu Reeves like started tweeting out pictures of themselves like together and sort of teasing that they might do a Bill and Ted 3.
But they can't because George Carlin died.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, you know, they
They're
brought
not
back they brought back Carrie Fisher.
They
Yeah,
brought
true.
yeah, they brought back Carrie Fisher. That's true.
Worst way you've embarrassed yourselves. I don't really embarrass that easy.
With your wife and the whole.
Yeah, telling that story probably doesn't help.
That
but
probably doesn't help anything. Yeah.
I'm not embarrassed by it. Ed, what's yours?
My what? I'm sorry.
Worst way you've embarrassed yourself.
I don't know. Last night or the other night I talked to Rucka Ali, and that was pretty embarrassing. Being drunk with Rucka Ali. That's fresh in my mind.
Scribe, you weren't here for that. Do you know who Rucka is?
I don't.
How is
Yes,
it nobody's
probably.
heard of Rucka?
I don't know.
Yeah, it is a little weird.
Give
Anyway,
me some information. I might have some reference. I don't have any context.
He does not exactly parody songs, but kind of.
Well, they're
Okay.
parody songs.
Yeah. He's got a pretty decent sized channel, like 700,000 people, and he joined a stream with Ed the other day, and Ed told him that his boss is an asshole. Was that what you said?
Yeah, very drunkenly tried to express to him that the guy he podcasts with is a piece of shit,
Oh,
and that's
great.
all I could. That's all I could come up with. and
Garrett.
everybody else on the stream didn't know who he was, so he just sat there
Parody
being
songs.
uncomfortable. Yeah, that was embarrassing. That was embarrassing.
SDA, what did you do just a minute ago?
What do you mean?
You're doing it again. You're jingling again.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
What is
No,
it?
don't be sorry. It's endearing. I just want to know what it is.
I don't know how to not jingle. I'm not doing anything.
Maybe it's just her teeth, or maybe she's got like some kind of catch in her throat or something.
That would be a weird catch.
I don't know.
I don't know why I jingle.
Not wearing any accessories, and she's not got
No,
like
I'm not.
bells as like nipple piercings or something that I don't know.
Princess Jingle.
Did Tupac rape someone?
Did
Yeah,
he? I don't know.
My ears.
Oh, nice.
Thoughts on pending Canadian legislation bill C-16, the pronoun law.
We're all big fans.
Didn't they pass that already, or is that still in process?
Thank you for the donation point.
Oh yeah.
My thought on it is the same as I have on any laws like that anywhere outside of the U.S. They need to institute free speech, so that's not a fucking problem.
Yeah, they need to go. Yeah, they need to actually have free speech in their country. That would be great.
Mm-hmm. The
Instead of,
idea that you can get in
people
trouble
arrested for tweet. Oh Jesus!
Thank you again. Point. In practice, you will essentially be able to dictate to somebody what pronouns you go by and expect them to use it. If not, you're fine, charged with hate speech. I have a problem anytime.
Yes.
This is actually my whole problem with the pronoun thing. You can want whatever pronoun you fucking want, but who the fuck are you to tell me what words I can use? The rights go both ways. You can want to be called whatever the fuck you want to. Doesn't mean I have to call you
don't
that.
even have to don't even have to go that far. It's compelled speech.
Yeah.
It should be illegal. The end.
And
you do not have the right to tell anybody what to say.
Except outside of the U.S., you absolutely do, because there's no free speech laws anywhere else.
That is what's wrong with Canada. It doesn't do the one thing we do mostly right, even though we're fucking it up too.
And that's why we're better than everyone.
And that's why we win.
Actually, in all seriousness, I think free speech is so important to everything. You can't, this idea that you can compel people to use specific, go fuck yourself.
Mm-hmm.
No, just no. Sorry.
I always bring this up when I'm talking with, because, you know, that girl with an opinion is super into free speech law. Mm-hmm. I always like to bring up that video she did that sort of brought light to the, to a stream with Christy Winters and the Brain Trust and everything. And they're sitting there talking about Bill C-16, and Christy Winters, she focuses on the term free expression, right? She focuses on expression and tries to make an argument, completely misunderstanding free speech law entirely. This bitch has a doctorate, right?
Supposedly.
She says, if you are, supposedly, if you are not referring to someone as their pronoun, then you are taking away their freedom of expression. This is a real argument.
The fuck?
Made. So she argues that it is free speech to compel others to speak a certain way.
Fucking moron. I will not refer to her as a doctorate holder till I see that fucking thing. Because you can't be
social sciences. What does that mean?
She's a fucking moron.
It is obscene how logically broken they are. Like,
well, they're the ones who
make me so angry too, because she speaks in that condescending tone, yet the things that come out of her mouth are so asinine.
She's the one that she was part of that conversation where they actually said sucker punching Richard Spencer was self-defense. And they all
because he's gonna harm. Yeah, was that the one where ContraPoints was sitting in there going, maybe we shouldn't punch people?
No, that was a different one, but there were like three streams that came out at the same time. This specific one had Kevin Logan, Steve Shives, Christiosity, and Christy Winters.
Right. Yeah. I get it mixed up because I watched both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Self-defense.
Yeah, they asked Michael Rowland what her doctorate's in, and nothing.
Well, generally speaking, if somebody has a doctorate, you can look them up online. And you will find what they have it in, and
there should be
shit. Thank you, Point.
Thank you very much.
Damn. Thank you very much. I have no special media reach, but have a little money to support this. There's an AMA going on with Jordan Peterson on Thursday. If anyone's interested, email me at pointcuration@gmail.com because I value your opinion to audience. Point, thank you so much for the questions and the donations. Damn, thank you.
Do you want to go to my channel and do the same thing next week? It's a lot of damn money.
We did T Lizard asked what our opinion is on the restricted mode stuff affecting LGBT. I hit this at the beginning. I was going to do a video on this, and I might still, but YouTube has come out with a statement saying that they made some mistake and they're going to be fixing it and apologizing to people.
Yeah. They really only wanted to shut down people like us, not the LGBT community, just people like us.
Well, the video that finally, because SDA already did a video on this, and so have other people, but I wasn't going to touch on it because other people had. And then in my recommendations this morning, there was this flaming homosexual bitching about how his channel is not going to be viewed in restricted mode. And I'm looking at his videos, and there is nothing kid-friendly about any of them. One of his videos is literally, I accidentally pissed in his mouth. That is the fucking title of his video. And he thinks that should be...
Who was this?
The site is called Gay God. That video is actually on his second channel called Lush, Lush.
I'm still against it. I don't think they should be doing restricted mode at all. I think parents should parent their children.
I have no problem with the restricted mode if it's an optional thing that you can turn on and off. Now, if they were doing this to everybody and go, oh, yep, you can't, we're not going to show that, you know, the kind of stuff they do to anti-SJWs where they actually shut down your fucking channel.
Yeah, Jesus, it's like it should be used like a parental thing.
Mhm.
You know, if you want to toggle it, toggle it.
And that's how it is. But they got pissed off.
If your sign up age is actually like 13 or something like that, maybe you do default to restricted mode. But
and the thing is, the only reason they're pissed off is because it hit gay and lesbian channels, and some of them absolutely deserve
so happy
to be
with
hit.
it if it was just us.
Oh yeah, they have no problem with it being us. YouTube didn't come out and say, "Hey, anti-SJWs are conservatives. We value you in our community." They came out and said, "We value the LGBTQ, RSTUVWX, whatever." And that's the only reason it even became a fucking topic.
They've already made their political leanings very, very clear, especially on Women's Day. It was like "Her voice is my voice" all over YouTube.
Oh, with the videos,
just stay out of it.
Fucking
Stay
Francesca
out of
Ramsey.
And the fact that Netflix is going to get rid of the star rating because Amy Schumer accused alt-right trolls without any proof of people not liking
in
her
Amy's
unfunny
defense
special.
And this is a very small defense, it probably was a coordinated troll attack to hit that many dislikes. However, that doesn't mean those dislikes weren't justified. That show was shit.
I watched it. It was garbage. And yeah, you know what? It probably happened. But you know what? Who cares? There's a lot of other shit on Netflix. Maybe don't make enemies out of people by being such a fucking piece of shit. And those alt-right trolls won't fucking downvote you. But like I said in my stream, there's a female comedian on there named Catherine Ryan. She also has leanings that are a little SJW. She even at one point makes a joke about Amy Schumer doing a lot for women, which to me is absurd. All she's doing is making pussy jokes and showing women that they can be not funny and still make money. But this chick, Catherine Ryan, in 5 minutes was funnier than Schumer's entire special. I thought she was genuinely funny. And I'm happy to look past, political leanings as long as your entire bit isn't about that and you're actually funny.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave her 4 stars because she was fun, and everybody else 4 stars. There's no concerted effort to get rid of women who are funny. Amy Schumer's just made herself,
and she's just not funny.
She's made herself famous because of this. She would not be as famous as she is. Netflix wouldn't be promoting her shit if she was getting by just on merit alone. She's getting by on the politics of it, and that is literally true. So fuck her. She deserves all of her downvotes. But now they're about to ruin a system that I actually trust.
I don't understand. I don't understand how the star rating is going to help. Switching it to the other one, all that's going to do is get her.
Wait, what are they going to do with the rating?
They're going to set it up like YouTube's rating, where you have a thumb up and a thumb down. Yeah.
I want the stars, because that way I can be like, meh.
Yeah. It's not enough.
Because sometimes it's like it doesn't suck, but it wasn't great, so.
Yeah,
it's a 3-star.
Yeah, but why can't I just be like, meh. No, I can't do that. Not sad.
That's the most adorable thing you've ever done.
Yes. I just don't understand what it would have done for her special. All it would have done is made a whole bunch of thumbs down.
Yeah.
It's not going to solve the problem.
We'll be sure to do that the next time she gets a fucking Netflix special.
If they want to fix this, at least make them sit through it. You can't rate it till you've watched the whole thing.
There you go.
Easy. It unlocks when
something else does that. I think you have to was it Steam that used to do? I don't know if it does it still.
Steam, you can't comment unless you own the game.
Right, so you can't write a review unless you've I guess you don't have to play it, but unless you own the game. So something like that isn't a bad idea. Are they really going to do thumbs up, thumb down? Because I thought they were talking about something else. Like
last I heard, it was going to be thumbs up, thumbs down kind of thing.
Okay, so they're making it more simplistic. Why?
Yeah, I don't like that because, like I said, I want to know what I'm getting into, and if something has a 3 stars, I know my mind's not going to be blown, but I'll be entertained. And there's just.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go. I'm starting to fade out. I have the drink or something.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna really
I was just
sleepy.
about to say you've been quiet over there. So yeah, actually, I think I'm gonna shut the whole stream down. I'm
Oh, okay.
my medicine's
Kinda
kicking
hurt.
in. I'm ready for bed. Rough day.
Good.
Chat, thanks for coming. SDA, Scribe, Ed, thanks for coming too.
Mhm.
Your life makes me sad. I will see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.